Throw Gang, we are joined by the mayor of Zin City, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the Roulette Raja, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, which today's full episode only available on
Patreon.com/Thronefields.
Viva
Las Vegas.
Before we get into an absolute instant blastic Super Bowl experience, not just the game, but the whole thing. What else? Winning and losing small fortunes on the roulette table, and
fuck me.
going Jared from Subway mode because we're trying to split these sevens.
He can't help himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get into a fit check.
All right, I'll start. I am wearing Uncle Bobby's illegal, smuggled in from Mexico sea turtle boots.
Do you get stopped by the TSA wearing those?
Bro, I'm getting stopped by for other shit.
Are they like
Not fucking illegal boots. I promise you that much.
This man loves to act out at the airport. I can confirm that.
Honestly, with the amount of fucking foos that we've been flying with, I'm like a model citizen compared to these psychos, dude.
You might as well be a senator. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
The suit, because it is suit month.
Still suit month.
I guess beautiful double-breasted suits do fall out of the sky sometimes, you know? This is an R Legacy made in England suit. I have on a custom J Muser Western shirt. The bolo tie is from a small little local vintage shop, Amazon.com. The shades are Dita. I'm just wearing them to like look cool when we start. I'm actually not going to wear them the whole time, I don't think. The hat is 316 white, rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, sipping a hydro flask full of Las Vegas finest. You don't like the Venetian tap water, you were saying?
No, it's like sticky.
What does that mean?
These
like,
pipes have seen some shit, bro.
You're talking about Jacob Elordi's bathwater sticky?
No, like, it's like I'm drinking the tap water, and this is the first bottle of water I cracked.
Incidental!
From the mini bar. Yeah, I know. But it just, I don't know, it just like, it makes me, like, the desert fucks you up to begin with.
I am in the worst physical condition of my life right now.
I think I can tell for everyone can tell by the way you're just talking. Bad.
Do I sound bad?
I think you're trying to do this like drawl thing, and you just sound fucking stupid.
All I know is that in Vegas, like the smoking, like no one can go dart for dart with me in Vegas. I think I'm the king of darts.
I'm actually surprised at how few darts you've been. I thought you'd be going. I
Really?
thought you'd be like lighting one with the end of the other.
Oh well. I've been doing like some superstitious type shit, like you know when we're gambling. And, no, it's not. So
Reverse
like it's like there's times for cigs and there's not times for cigs. And anyway,
the whole casino does just smell like a Larry.
Yeah, it's honestly like good for a smoker. Like this is the last pro smoking spot in America.
Bastion.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful, dude. They have the chick walking around with the fucking cigs on the tray, dude.
Sig girl. All
My,
right, what else?
My beautiful baby angels. The underwear are Hill City boxer briefs, I think, and that's it for your boy. What about you, Jim? Oh, the socks are threadies because they when they're not slouched like a Japanese schoolgirl,
come up to your knee.
They're great for boots, dude.
Like a high school athlete at the Nike Invitational.
Yeah, I got the Threadies Western compression editions, dude.
All right. I am wearing Studio Nicholson weirdo loafers. I don't know what the socks are. The Queenie suit, I'm going queen mode, is from the boys at Second Layer, who also were the brand of the jacket that I haven't worn. It was full snakeskin leather.
Oh, when you go
on my Nick Wave shit last night.
Yeah, Wild at Heart, dude. Well, we were I have the boots and you have the jacket.
Yeah.
And it was the one time that when we were like, okay, let's get our juju right. Let's switch up the fits from whatever we were wearing at dinner.
You were
like,
not work. Well, no, last night it worked actually.
No, but what was surprising me is like, because you're always like, and we've talked about it before. You text me ahead of time if we're going to be together. What are you wearing? We want to make sure we don't kind of have any matchy. But last night, that's how I know you're down bad. Where you're like, all right, let's do matching snakes.
I didn't say that.
You absolutely did. I said I'm changing to my snakeskin boots, and you're like, "Yo, good call. I'm gonna put the blazer on." I swear to God, I'm not lying. That happened. That happened.
No, it didn't.
All right.
No, absolutely not. No, the weird thing that I did last night was I tucked in my t-shirt, which I never do, and I put a blazer.
Look at you, dude. People can
Vegas
change.
Changed me. Vegas
yeah,
changed me. Right.
He's moving different.
The Queenie suit is from Second Layer. The borrowed shirt is Arlegace Stussy. Vintage tie from Nippon. Rings are from Bottega. Maiden name. Some Instagram shit. And the panties. Calvin Klein boxer briefs. Because the suit pants
painted on. Yo, how's his dick look to our best friends behind the paywall?
I had to strap down Slim Jimmy.
So wait, you brought them knowing that we were gonna be wearing suits, and you brought the queen.
If I was wearing boxes underneath, first of all, you'd see like the box pattern underneath, and the box briefs are the only white underwear I own.
Damn, bro.
But like if I was wearing this to like play roulette, I would actually like knock people's chips over. You know, like they're very tight pants.
Yo, you were moving so different in Vegas.
Very tight pants. Oh, Nike sunglasses. Shout out Nike Vision. Shout out Nike for this whole fucking thing.
They got the vision by inviting us on the trip.
I mean, we went. We talk about match. We got the same free sunglasses. They're like here's like 50, here's like 20 different options. Pick one of whatever you want. We both got the same ones.
The performance shits are mad cool. Obviously, that's what Nike does. But they have the lifestyle shades, and they're fucking light and perfect. I wore them to the big game.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm sipping on Fiji water, which I don't know if you knew this, but there was a revolution in Fiji somewhat recently. Not like
Viva la revolution.
In like this century, maybe like in the 90s. And the first place they went to and burned down was the Fiji water plant.
Wow. So where is it made now? Or they rebuilt the plant?
I think it's just branding now at this point.
Oh, so
I
where
mean,
does
they're
it come
actually
from?
sourcing. This probably comes from the fucking Venetian tap water.
Yo, one of the big time influencers who will go nameless that's on this trip, we were talking at dinner, and she said that her best press trip was to Fiji. Didn't she go to Fiji?
It was like Fiji or the Maldives or something.
Gas, dude. Yo, Fiji water. Fly us out to the plant. We'll rebuild it with our own 2 hands.
Brick
4
by brick.
hands.
Brick by brick, because we're going to need jobs after we lose more money gambling tonight. All right, fit check, drink check complete. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the Las Vegas Throwing Fits episode. Viva Las Vegas.
Yo, we be fucking swanging and swinging.
Coming to you live from the Venetian. Yo, shout out Nike.
Oh, of
Nike,
course.
the whole squadron, Michelle, Edgar,
Alex,
Sarah. They got a little crew out here for the Super Bowl.
They swooshed us the fuck up, bro.
We've talked about like press trips and how like I can get kind of like, I don't know, like imposter syndrome on this. This has been like just very, they treat you like real people. They're like, you don't want to do that? Totally chill. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to do that? Yeah, let's go do that. Oh, let's get some free time. Like Vegas is a lot. Like go nap, but meet you down here in like 45 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, they hooked
it up, bro.
Yeah, they hooked it up. We got to go to the Super Bowl.
We were talking about how even when we would come to Vegas as peon gopher losers, I had this entitled mentality where I was like, the Venetian, not that nice. It's now as a grown ass man, I'm like, yo, this is my favorite hotel.
It's also
like
I'm getting my steps in just trying to get to the elevator.
Yeah, I mean the Cosmo. Yeah, true. Yo, dude, you weren't kidding. I haven't been in your room. This is the first time I've been in your room. We're not sharing a room, okay? Though someone earnestly asked me, they're like, "Oh, they have rooms with 2 beds for you guys." I'm like, "No, we're not."
There was a flicker of horror in my mind where someone was like, jokingly, they're like, "Oh yeah, you guys are like separate rooms, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think." But come on, it's Nike. It's the fucking swoosh. Of course, they're gonna get us separate rooms.
Separate
What are you
rooms,
talking about?
separate seats. He's not sitting on my lap.
Right.
Like we're keeping it.
We'll get into it. And there's reasons why we prefer like the Venetian now over like the cool swaggy hotels like
Cosmo has good
and shit.
food, but like when I'm in that lobby, and we did gamble there, and we'll talk about it, but it doesn't make me want to gamble. The Venetian still feels, and I know like
It's romantic.
It feels old Vegas. It feels like Danny Ocean.
Yeah.
And what's Brad Pitt's character? I want to be you're Danny Ocean, and I'll be Rusty Ryan, dude.
Who's that?
Brad Pitt.
Okay. Because he's always eating with his mouth full, with his mouth open.
Well, no one wants to be Linus, bro.
He also has terrible hand tattoos, just like you.
Right,
Sorry.
what are we talking about
Sorry,
next?
I'm bullying
What
you.
the
Okay, so we're gonna go chronologically through the weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend started off. We had a Friday afternoon flight, and we each pull up. And one thing that I realized we need to cement and clarify and canonify. I don't fucking know.
Something.
What is the Throwing Fits company policy on drinking alone at the airport and paying for the drinks you're drinking when you're drinking alone at the airport?
As the defendant or plaintiff, which one am I in this? You're the prosecutor.
Yeah.
So I make my case first and then you refute, or do you want to
Whatever you want,
me?
bro. It's the people's court.
All right, this is what we're the court of public opinion. Sound off in the comments. All right, here's my thinking, right?
Yeah, please. Yo, honestly, this is where we need to sound off in the comments.
I'm packed up. I'm in the Uber, right? If we didn't have the Nike Uber vouchers, again, swooshed up completely across the board. Love them. Thank you. I'm putting that Uber on Throwing Fits, right? Because it is a business trip.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, the second that the Uber is ordered and it arrives and the door is slammed, we are in business trip mode. And in the airport, if Larry wants a termy, if Larry wants a snacky, if Larry wants a fucking ribeye steak at the Palm Bar and Grill, that is a business expense for a business trip. That's my thinking.
Okay. I get the snacks. Uber for sure. You got to get to the airport. I get the snacks. You need sustenance. You need literal fuel to live. Drinking 3 drinks in an hour at a cost of $96. Not something that should go on the company card.
I would call you a pocket watcher, but it is your money as well.
No, it's because I got a fucking
$96.
It's because I pulled open the bank account to see what just to check on our finances, or the credit card just to check on our finances, and it was like 4 minutes ago, $96 charge at the Palm.
That was you want to know what I got? 2 Budweisers and an order of fried calamari.
Oh, and an amaretto sour. No.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I did get a decent sour.
See, the food, yes, I get it. Everyone needs some fried calamari. 3:30 p.m.
So drinks, we need to be together. Is your point?
Yeah.
Then it's fair.
Yeah.
What if we're at the bar or we're sitting and you're not drinking? Can I order a beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And trust me, you order more drinks than me when we are together. That's a fact.
Okay. All right.
It's because you're spilling so many, but we'll get into that later.
So that's okay. So now we're just going to decide.
I think drinking by yourself should not go on the company card.
All right. That's fair. Though, can I just? So we have an Amex Delta miles, whatever. What is
something? I don't know. Business platinum. I don't know.
I know you're an anti-airport lounge guy.
Anti-American airport lounges.
Oh,
airport lounges in America,
just domestically.
Yes.
And why is that? That you just think
they fucking suck, dick.
Your strategy is actually, it's like, can you were explaining it, and I'll let you tell the audience. It's kind of crazy, but I kind of get it. But what my beef is that on the first of the year, without telling 2 cardholders who have this card for travel, that now that card does not grant you lounge access. You need some type of reserve purple card. And they didn't tell us.
Yeah, so I was walking past the lounge and I was like,
I got denied like a fucking jackass.
Damn, that sucks.
I know,
that's so
bro.
Embarrassing. I hate that.
Anyway,
sorry.
So, but I found you.
Is that why you needed to drown your sorrows at the bar?
No, but this was after.
Wait, so you got the drinks and then you went to the lounge?
You're right. Yeah. My first mission was the lounge, but I ran into you at your custom lounge.
So I walked past the lounge. I was like, I'm not going to go in there because the only perks really at a lounge in America, no free alcohol. You have to pay for it. Free food, but the food is fucking shitty, like potato salad and like fucking like stale cookies.
Yeah, but if you're just gonna lightly nosh, who cares?
I don't want that.
Okay.
And then they're always so crowded. They're always like mad fucking children screaming and crying and shit. You got to post up seated like next to a stranger, like as close as we are. You're fighting for outlets and USB cords. So instead, I went past that. I found an empty gate where there's like no flight. In the near future, and there's another like airport worker, and he's just like on FaceTime with his family or with his boy or whatever. found an outlet in the corner.
Your boys are your family,
and it's like, yo, all I'm gonna do is scroll my phone. Right. All I need is a fucking outlet.
Yeah,
I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
Simple needs.
It is you like. If I didn't and I saw you and then we linked up and went to the gate, but if I just was just a normal person that didn't know you and I was walking past, I'm like, oh, like I feel bad for this guy. He's alone. There's no flight on the gate. Maybe his shit got canceled. You do look extra strug.
Yeah, but I'm just I don't care. I'm just chilling on I'm chilling on my phone.
Perception is reality, bro.
I'm chilling on my phone watching my money disappear out of the bank account at the Palm.
At least okay, but now we're good. All now right. We got it.
So we got on the flight.
Okay.
We got on the flight. What movies did you watch real quick? I know you want to talk about one, right?
Yes. So I finished my Oppenheimer rewatch that I started when I came back from Texas.
Okay. Smart.
As good as I remember. I think, while I do think it's going to sweep at the Academy Awards, it's going to do, if you want to place a bet, you can fucking Cillian Murphy, lock.
Yeah, if you want
Chris Nolan, lock.
If you need us to proxy any bets for you while we're here.
Yeah. So I finished
Hit the comments.
Finished that. Still 4 stars for me on the box. But then I watched the best movie, hands down, that you have ever recommended to me, and this was many years ago, which is Sing Street, which is a musical, which already, this is going to sound terrible, right? One recommendation from Jim, who hates movies, already
no, so you know if I'm recommending it, it's fucking is a slapper.
2, musical, yikes.
Kind of, but not really, because it's about a teenage boy trying to form a band.
The riddle of the model. This movie, dude, I was holding back tears.
I used to be a fucking jet engine.
Dude, the whole storyline with the older brother, as two older brothers, I think it just really hits. And bro, when the movie cuts to black, the dedication for all the brothers. First of all, Drake, is Drake watching Sing Street and fucking copying? What a copier. Dude, this movie is so good. I cannot recommend it more highly.
Yo.
The original music smashes. The covers smash.
Yo, some throw gang member in Ireland, Ian Connor from Ireland. It wasn't him. Remember him?
Right. The other Ian Connor.
Ian O'Connor. It wasn't him, but some guy was like, yo, I'm in Ireland. I go to school with the bully, and he like somehow sent, I think he DM'd me a video.
What?
With the redhead bully.
You got a cameo from the bully?
Yeah.
Who
And he's
the
like,
roadie?
yo,
Spoiler.
say what up to Jimmy.
Fire.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think the movie.
I used to be a fucking jet engine. So good.
Well, and then when they, let's just watch the movie, but his fist pump, like, oh come on, bro.
Yeah,
it's
all-timer.
fucking Breakfast Club level of
Fist
the
pumps.
best fist pumps in cinema history.
Absolutely.
Sing Street.
Yeah. All right. I watched.
The model.
What did I watch? Oh, Blackberry, Gas.
Yo, right?
So good. So good.
You didn't know that it's Glenn Howerton from Always Sunny until I told you.
I'm like, who's this bald little asshole?
Dude,
This guy looks like fucking who's like the Knicks coach that's now the announcer? Who got
Jeff
fired.
Van Gundy?
He looked like Jeff Van Gundy. Like, who's this little asshole Jeff Van Gundy?
the whole shit with him trying to buy the NFL franchise. I felt for
NHL,
him, bro.
NHL.
What did I say?
NFL.
Oh, sorry, NHL
You
franchise.
got football in the brain.
Yeah.
You got CTE.
No, that movie's awesome. I feel like, who's the main? Oh, Jay Baruchel.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
watched
banger.
that. It's like a 90-minute, easy breezy, beautiful cover movie.
Perfect plane movie.
I watched 20 minutes of Bottoms, turned it off
Oh.
because I wanted to sleep. Not an
someone's
ally.
not an ally.
Not an ally.
Okay.
Then I watched Edge of Tomorrow.
Classic.
Fucking gas. I think Edge of Tomorrow and Sicario might be my most like rewatched movies.
So you're just an Emily Bluntsman?
I realized that. I'm like, fuck.
Yo,
I'm blunted
dude.
out.
Yo, we're smoking on that Emily pack, dude.
Yo, when she does the little like yoga pose. Woo.
She's, first of all, TC, the GOAT, will never miss ever.
Right.
She's, I know you hate when I do this. That might be
She
peak
smoke, bro.
smokage.
She smoke.
And I can't believe she got with Krasinski, dude.
No. He's funny.
That was what you said was the big trail. Because I was like, I guess we'll talk about what was good about being at this specific game in person. But like, I didn't think I would care about missing commercials and trailers and stuff. But then this morning, I kind of woke up in a panic because we're going to record and want to be topical, want to have takes. And I'm like, yo, what trailer's dropping? You're like, the next Quiet Place. And I'm like, oh, so then I didn't
prequel.
miss fucking shit. Who cares?
Prequel. No, Quiet Place is good.
Nah.
Especially the second one where he's not in it.
Oh, but this is a prequel.
This is a prequel, so he's also not in it.
Who's the lead?
Lupita, I think.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. Enough movie talk. Oh, and then I watched 25 minutes of Dunkirk because I was like, all right, we've got 25 minutes left on this fight. Let me throw on a flick I know is just like action.
So I uncovered a conspiracy.
Okay.
And this will be the last thing about movies, but it's really more about Delta. I love Delta. It's my airline of choice. We are both Sky Miles members ourselves. Here's the deal. I'm watching 50 minutes of Oppenheimer coming back from Texas. I'm in Comfort Plus, right? With my family. No closed captioning. You need it for that movie or any Nolan movie because the sound design makes no fucking sense and you can't hear a lick of fucking dialogue.
Yo, boys in LA, put down your phones. We don't need more influencers. We need gaffers.
Yeah, for real. We need more transcribers, dude.
Yeah.
So I watched the 50 minutes and I'm like, whatever. I'm catching fucking every other bar from fucking Oppie, right? In first class, which, okay, I mean, first class, whatever, not a big deal. You get closed captioning.
Okay.
They literally are, and I don't know if it's a plane thing, but like I'm pretty convinced that Delta is withholding closed captioning for anyone that's not sitting in first class.
Okay. Are you done with the conspiracy? Can I open my eyes behind the sunglasses? I've just been snoozing through that. That was
Bro, I'm uncovering conspiracy at the highest level. This needs to be addressed.
All right, Mr. Delta, bang our line. Okay. What? You know what's great, though? You know what I loved about the flight?
I know you were watching closed captioning on all your shit.
I don't even remember if there was.
All right,
Whatever.
Anyway.
You know what's great about the flight that I really liked? One, my seatmate, quiet as a mouse, didn't get up. Ideal seatmate. Your seatmate
Oh, dude.
was like 4 Larrys in that he sat. First of all, he's a fucking enormous American. Just a
Gigantic man.
Corn-fed farm boy from Iowa.
Yeah,
fucking enormous.
Why was he in New York? He's not a New Yorker, and he was going to Vegas for the game.
You got to fly from Iowa to New York to Vegas. I don't know.
Oh.
The best. So like he gets on and he's like, "What the fuck is up, yo? What's up, Niners gang?" And I'm like, "Oh my, this is amazing." Because like I could hear him and you just like, "Yeah, bro, yeah, Super Bowl, let's fucking go."
So that's.
But he was drowning you out. I normally
nice.
when you're talking, I cannot hear anyone else that's at the dinner table, and that's just facts. That's just on me. That's on me making fun of you. That's literally just what it is. This guy was drowning you out, and like there's children near us. There's like families. Yeah, the flight to Vegas is always a little bit more lively than like whatever LA to New York. But this guy was like screaming. He's like on his phone with his boy. He's like, "Yo, motherfucker, how is it back there at Economy, you little shit?"
Well, so
I'm like, bro, there's a kid right here.
despite getting no details about like where he was coming from, because this is now making no sense to me because he's definitely not a New Yorker. Anyway,
Is it a conspiracy you want to unravel?
he's like, no, fuck you. He's just like a rich contractor that's been a Niners fan his whole life, right?
Niners.
But he's not from the Bay, even if he is as loud as the craziest foo amongst the crazy foos.
Yeah.
So he bought tickets to the game for him and his boy, and also bought the plane ticket. So he's like a rich contractor, right? He's
He
got
just
like
pays his friend to come with him.
yeah, I guess. Well, what are you gonna? I mean, do people go to Vegas for the Super Bowl alone?
The way that this guy was talking and acting, I'm not surprised he has to pay people to be his friend.
So we were talking about the history of the Niners and how, while an elite franchise with a lot of Super Bowls, they have not won one in 29 years since the glory days of Steve Young. And I was talking to him about the two that they lost. Most recently, when they played the Chiefs, this is history repeating itself. The meme's been out there. That was Garoppolo. And then I'm like, oh, I bet you this dude has some interesting thoughts about Colin Kaepernick.
Bingo.
So I mentioned
And
that.
I bet he's going to talk about them very loudly.
So I mentioned that.
Bro, he was cutting through my noise canceling headphones.
He didn't say anything that I can't repeat. So he's not that bad. But he was like, oh yeah, I don't talk about Kaepernick. I fucking hate that guy. I'm like, I wonder why. But he was like, yo, that Super Bowl, he's like, that team was not valid because of Kaepernick, dude.
Damn.
So he was that guy.
Yeah. He sees the world in black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we touch down in Vegas and we hop in the Uber on the way to the hotel. And one of the things I was like really stoked to see, and it's like very stoked to see, and it lives up to the hype, but it's also just like, okay, it's just a thing now, is the Sphere. And we're driving, we're like getting near the strip. We can like see all the lights, the fucking big city, Zin City laid out ahead of us. And I'm like, yo, where's the Sphere? I'm like looking on the map. I was like, where is it? And you look up and it's just like right fucking there.
Yeah.
And it was still like miles away, but it's like, I mean, we got to talk about the Sphere. Like it kind of maybe should have been initially Bozo of the Year and then maybe now Goat of the Year, because it is a goated structure.
Yeah, this is just like me having like new mature opinions about the Venetian and maybe even Vegas in general, and the Sphere deserves its flowers. I was definitely a Sphere hater. This shit is fucking stupid. They're doing fucking boomer Coachellas.
It sucks that it comes preloaded with U2 like a fucking old iPhone, but you know.
Exactly. Yeah, like the fucking whatever the iPod Red. But in person, and like you said, by the way, you have no idea where it is in its relation to you. Like you could be next to it or you could be a mile away. It is just ginormous and honestly spectacular and a feat of modern man-made fucking architecture and technology. It is fucking sick.
This is just
I want to apologize to the Sphere.
This is American innovation at its finest.
Yes.
Vegas, the Sphere. This is just why we don't have healthcare, people.
Yo, is this the greatest? Is this the last great city left in this country?
This weekend has made me feel very American in that it's like football, Vegas,
Sphere,
mad foreigners that are fucking can't comprehend what the Sphere is. German people.
Let me get a dealer who speaks English up in here.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, so
I'm kidding.
Let's talk about.
Everyone knows that Chinese dealers are the best dealers.
Oh, true. Oh,
yeah.
shout out Jane and Victor. Victor last
and
night.
Leo.
No, fuck Leo.
No, Vernon.
Vernon was last night.
That was my fucking guy. But anyway, we'll talk. We're gonna talk a lot of roulette.
So
a lot of gambling.
The weekend's already a bit too off to an inauspicious start with like, you know, I don't know, just like that guy, your seatmate.
Dude, the flight
like,
is so long, bro.
Flight is mad long.
Ugh, it's too long.
How many drinks do you have on the flight?
I probably had like. Well, him and I were going drink for drink. He was doing
Jesus
bourbon.
Christ.
He was doing bourbon on the rocks. I wasn't doing that. I was drinking Miller Lights. Delta has bad beer options. I'm not a huge Miller Lite guy, even though that is the official beer of Mildred, our barbershop. I probably had 8 Miller Lights.
Jesus.
And a Zin for every light.
Oh, going Wade Boggs mode.
But it's like light, but that's light work. It's really, to me, it's the most, of all the light beers, the most that's just water.
But it's a beer.
Whatever.
Okay. So I'm like, yo, like, okay, Larry's drunk is what I'm thinking. I don't know if you are or not. We hit Circle Bar. We alluded to this, but Lawrence and I, we used to come here 10, 15 years ago when we had to do work here, and we would stay at the Venetian. And again, this is when we were peon gophers.
Sharing rooms with
sharing
whoever.
rooms. I had to share a room with 2 dudes, one guy, and then one of them was a very stinky man, and he was relegated to the couch, but I came up from working one day, and he was fucking sleeping in nothing but tighty whities in my bed.
That's got to be the worst fucking sight known
It
to
was
man.
horrible.
I shared rooms with Duel.
Okay.
But I think it was just me and him because I was full-time, and at that point you were an intern. So you had to do a threesome.
Yeah, with George and Mystery Man, who I'm not going to name because I just made fun of his sweat gland problem. Mm-hmm. But so we used to always go down to this. There's a bar in the casino floor that we just called Circle Bar. I don't know if there's a name. Yes, technically it's an octagon.
Thank you. I was like, this is not a circle. It's time to set the record straight. I walked around. I counted every side. It is called Octagon Bar now.
But it was just bad funny because it's like, yo, the last time we were here, me and you, was like literally 15 years ago. And like, it's like nothing's changed. It's like frozen in time. It's timeless.
It's beautiful, dude.
It's just stuck in amber.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like
it's fossilized,
I
crystallized.
didn't have to look at the fucking beer selection and be like, yo, Budweiser's, please, because I know they have them.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we got some Budweisers, and then you immediately, actually, no, we had 2 Buds, but the second ones we got to-go cups because we had to go make a reservation. Shout out Anoop and Josh and Momofuku. Thank you for the finesse there. You fill up your to-go cup and just fucking, and you're like, no, I'm fine. Miller Lights is like water. I'm just drinking water. I'm good. And you fucking do a signature Larry flail. And again, I'm not bullying you. I'm just describing what happened. You do a signature Larry fucking flail.
Right onto the air cuts.
The full beer goes right all over my right leg. For some reason, only my right leg. So I have a soaked ass sock. My EG fatigues are now 2 different shades of green.
Yeah.
And I think I kept it cool.
You kept it very cool. I have been.
I knew I could yell at you about it over podcast. But no,
when we just touched down. No, that kind of situation happens a lot as a well-known gesticulator, a flailer, a bumbling fool.
Yeah.
It happens with Jenna a lot where she will be like either in her own mind like you, Larry's at a level. Not that anyone's fucking, counting beers or treating me like a child. I want to be clear. But then I do something that's like, oh, every worst fucking thought and premonition that I was trying to repress is true. This man is now about to go nonverbal and ruin a night.
Yeah.
So I was very sad. I was apologetic for sure. I felt really bad.
Yeah, it's fine. If beer spills on a dark garment, I'm okay with it.
Did you notice when we were walking to that res that I said no words because I felt so much shame.
Wow, that was beautiful. I was wondering why I loved that walk so much.
It was so peaceful.
I did notice that. But what I did notice is that this spillage thing has actually become quite common theme throughout the weekend.
All right. Where are we going with this?
I've been keeping track of your spills, so I have been counting, not your drinks because I can't count that high, but I have been keeping track of how many times you've spilled.
Give me an over.
Not at a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking
spilled at a restaurant.
Specifically, the Circle Bar. That's a restaurant. It's a fine dining establishment.
They don't have any food, do they?
They got limes. They got olives.
I've been a lot of maraschino cherries for my Di Serrano sours.
Yeah. I'm only counting the times that you have spilled your drink, usually a beer, on the gambling tables. Blackjack, roulette.
Ultimate faux pas, by the way, which I'm aware of. Okay.
Soaking people's chips, fucking up the...
Wait, give me and the audience, since we're in Vegas, and this is a full gambling pod, give us a line, and we'll do an over-under. What's the line?
7.5.
Oh, under.
You're currently at 8 spills over 3 nights. On the table, on the felt tables, on the card tables.
God damn it, for real? I don't remember
confirmed.
half of those.
No, you do. Because again, it's not that you're so fucking
The one I remember that was the worst one is on night 1 we were playing roulette, and I think we hit because night 1 we were having the most fun. I think gambling. That's when things were at its peak because we had just started.
Well, that's when we were innocent We were newly gambling pilled, but we hadn't experienced the depths of how far we would go,
which we'll get into.
And we'll continue to go.
So we definitely hit, and I was jacked up, and I did a little flail, but I spilled the beer into the roulette wheel. Like that glass pitted area, that's bad.
I feel like that's like a get him off the floor type of thing.
I don't know, dude. Maybe they knew we were swooshed up with impunity.
No, they're like, look how much money they're losing. Keep them going.
Keep feeding these fucking fools.
Yeah,
that's bad. Okay, damn, 8
over 3 nights.
It's not gonna 2 nights.
3 nights.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
So you're almost at 3 a night,
bro. I'm not gonna hit double digits.
Good thing those drinks are free.
Yeah, for real.
Otherwise, I'd be like,
honestly, that's a great point. If I'm spilling at the table, I feel bad because again, faux pas, and then you're fucking up the whole.
And then that person's like that's their office, right? They got to work in a fucking stinky, beery, damp space.
I also meant more for like the people at the table. Like that's a vibe shifter, killer.
Oh, for sure.
Damn. All right. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to hit double digits. No
but here's
way.
the thing, right?
No way.
Here's the thing. We're in Vegas.
Fuck.
We are surrounded by such creatures. Like, first of all, lovely people here. Everyone's really nice.
This was a Niners home game.
Yeah. But yes, a lot of Niners. Do you see the video of Marshawn Lynch being like, you a Niners fan? Fuck you.
I mean, that's how I feel. I've been publicly hating the Niners on the pod. Again, Larry correct. Actually, Larry correct for once. I didn't realize how, it's an insufferable fan base.
Yeah. We'll get into it. We're still on night one of gambling.
Oh, damn.
Where I was going is that we're surrounded by such fucking degenerates and creatures and low life scum here that
from
your behavior is actually above board.
I see. Yeah.
Like so we played roulette at the Cosmo, which is very bright, shiny, very swag.
We were
type
there.
Shit.
We were there for dinner.
Yeah, we got Momofuku. Again, shout out to Noop and Josh and David Chang. Honestly, that Iberico pork.
Oh yeah,
I said top 5 dish of 2024.
But you said that every
so
Momofuku has a different menu that's led by whatever the chef is, so you're not gonna be able to get that pork at
Unless
any
you're
other.
Vegas.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's hopefully it's on the menu.
Yeah, true.
Yo, and thanks for all the comp dishes, though. I'll publicly complain about this.
Okay. Oh God.
Getting shit comped
Hurts
rules.
my dick so much, bro.
Getting comped anything rules, obviously, right? That's part of the Vegas experience. Even if you are just a degenerate, piece of shit gambler, that's even a worse person than me.
The comp stuff flows so endlessly, you might as well just spill it wherever you want.
Right. And it just gives you the opportunity to lose more money in other places, right? I understand the psychological reasons behind all this, but at the restaurant, because you use the bat phone, we get flagged, whatever, get to try a lot of stuff. My one thing is that at a place like Momofuku where the menu is, everything sounds fire and there's so much shit. And it's it's a work trip, it's vacation, whatever. It doesn't really count. I'm not in eating disorder mode. When you can't choose what the kitchen and the chef are sending out, I feel like there's things that if I would have known that you were going to send over 2 more starters, can Larry and Jimmy pick the starters?
Yeah,
I know that's a big gripe,
tough.
but it's just because the restaurant is so good and there's so many things that I want to try that I didn't. And then it's oh, thanks for the charred cauliflower. That's great. This makes me fart like a madman, so I can't even really enjoy this. And you don't know that about me.
Well,
that's not flagged in the system. You didn't. James didn't call or
I
text
told
ahead of
them.
time.
I told them. It's I'm rolling up with my farty, spilly friend.
God damn it! I am a fucking disaster.
No, stop.
No.
You're good because again, your behavior in a vacuum, yes, horrible. But it's like the coconut fell out of the coconut tree, bro. There's a context before and after. The context right now is Las Vegas. There was a fucking brawl as we're trying to calmly cash our chips in.
Oh, dude, this was
at the Cosmo. They're all right, that was a lot of fun. We're twisted. We're down.
Also, not a place I want to gamble. That's why the Venetian is better. Cosmo is some new money bougie bullshit. Well, I don't want to gamble there.
Everyone there thinks they're a fucking. It's very 2016. Everyone's there very. Everyone there's everyone there. It's just hotel swag. It's the swag hotel.
It's literally every third dude is in a gallery department sweatsuit.
Yep, exactly.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you
everyone's a main character. Everyone's there just flex. They're not there to fucking.
Of the brawl did you see?
Not
I think
you have some theories about it.
Well, I mean, it's not a theory because I got eyes, bro. It was A race war, dude, straight up. And you know, and it's and you
Was
know,
it Niners Chiefs? Was it like
no, I don't think it was team affiliate. There might have been some added subtext there.
Right.
I don't believe so. No one was in jerseys or anything like that. Now, I probably can guess who started this, being some probably white ass male monkeys, and I know this because even just last night at the Venetian, there's a bunch of fucking bros in the cashier line, and they are chirping this very slight, small, I'm going to say Filipino man who's just cashing his chips out, minding his own business. And these guys are so fucked up and such assholes that they're chirping this guy, doing the fat bastard voice, saying, "Get in my belly.
Oh, yeah.
I want to eat that baby."
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
what? I literally was like, yo, guys, like, this is so
Shut up.
fucking rude, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, the brawl at the Cosmo spilled out of the cashier line, and it was full on. People are doing like the fucking Bash Brothers move, like pulling tarps over people's head.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
going fucking, the security came in and
pulling
broke it
people's
up.
gallery department hoodies over their heads?
And honestly, and I'm lucky that this did not have any repercussions for
This
me
was
personally.
a ballsy move.
Honestly, my best bet I made all Vegas. I was like, yo, with the brawl happening, and the whole line is shocked and appalled. I just cut the whole line and went right up to the cashier and cashed out my chips, dude. And no one called me out, thank God. Because then I would have been the one getting probably duffed out next. But it was I don't know if I had any expectations of seeing like physical violence between Chiefs fans and Niners fans.
I saw some at the game. As soon
Really?
as the Chiefs won, there was a fight like right above us.
Oh my God.
Because there was like a walkway, like splitting like the 400s and the 300s, and we were like in the second row, and like so you could like all of a sudden there's a commotion. I look up and like I was like, yo, they could spill over the glass divider and like land on us,
Bro, you're gonna see beefs in Vegas because everyone is drunk. Everyone is down,
Everyone thinks they're the fucking man. Everyone's down bad.
or down. You're either down bad or you think you're a god because you're up, and it's like it's an unstoppable force versus an immovable object, regardless of who's fucking taking one corner or the other. I did not expect though to see a full on world
melee.
star. Yo, honestly, it was fucking sick.
Yeah.
I was hyped because I was pretty drunk at that point.
See, well, you and I, we're an anomaly because we're both down bad and we're having mad fun.
Yeah.
On night one. Because
Night
again,
one.
we're new to this. We are not true to this.
No.
We are very bad at this. But
Horrendous.
we love gambling. And it really was just like we're
We are
treating it
not
like
financial advisors.
true. If you have a
Disclaimer.
problem, go call that hotline.
Yeah, true.
Call 911.
Yeah.
Call the police. We were just having so much fun because, like you said, it's like, yo, we're paying for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like you're hanging out with people. You're like, we're like whispering away, being like, yo, is this the fucking roulette strategy you saw on TikTok?
Like showing your phone under the table, like, yo, what am I doing
Yeah.
again? What the fuck is the plan?
I mean, even though I was down $500 at that point,
I think I broke even at the Cosmo. You did terribly right out
busted.
the gate. Yeah, busted right out
busted.
the gate. Maybe that's why you weren't in the cashier line because you had nothing,
I had nothing
to
to
cash
cash.
out.
I had nothing to cash.
Okay, now that's why you didn't
But
really.
I was
you
still
saw
having
the-
fun, and
yeah.
I busted at the table. I also busted out a brand new dance.
Oh,
got a
dude.
brand new dance for y'all.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna have a late dinner. And they were like, oh, maybe we'll just gamble at the Cosmo a little bit. We'll go back to the Venetian and we'll call it a night because the next day is the big kind of like press day for the swoosh.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into and all this stuff. But we were having so much fun that, basically you got on the aux in the Uber on the way home and it was we just went, maybe we were jacked up because of the fucking brawl. I had a little money in my pocket, but we were just blasting Chief Keef.
Mm-hmm.
And you debuted a new dance in the Venetian lobby, seemingly to blow off steam, mainly because the dance, I don't know if you want to show it off.
No, because I was keyed up, bro. Because also we decided that we were gonna gamble with the Venetian, so I'm like, all right,
Right,
like,
then
it is time to lock the fuck in.
Yes. Oh, that's right. It was. Yeah, I think you were calling it your locked in dance, but it basically resembles pistons firing in an engine, and it's just you.
Let me see the video, and then I'll
right,
I'll try to do it for the folks, the best friends behind the $10 paywall.
This video, I was not even going to ask you to post it to social media because it is so absurd. Hold on. We got a lot of content this weekend. All right, ready?
All right. So here's how the dance goes.
What are we calling this?
You have it here as Brolic Chief Keef dance, but I think it's my lock the fucking step it.
Describe it. All right, let's get a demonstration. Well, just give the people something, bro.
So you're just chilling, right? You're just chilling. You're just chilling, and then you realize it's time to lock the fuck in.
Right.
That's when you'll see it like take over.
You should do it towards the camera.
And you lock the fuck in.
It's so rigid but primal. it's amazing. It actually was very funny because and that's why Vegas rules, because you were doing this for me at a private show in the Venetian lobby. No one was commenting about this at all, but I was literally crying laughing with your locked in dance. It was
Let's pull the wire there.
it was amazing.
Yeah, no, you can
I think the audience should use it to lock in the next time they're with the fellas.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what's great about Vegas. You can kind of like, within reason, right? I'm not talking about like committing crimes and shit. You can kind of just act a fool, and like there's so much going on that like no one will notice, or you can fucking debut, you can lock the fuck in however you need to do that to yourself.
I got a brand new dance. It's called the lock and shuffle.
And that's why I think we're having so much fun playing roulette, because it's like we were like acting a fool, but again, like within the bounds of maybe,
within the constraints. Well, actually, I was going to say the constraints of reality, but we actually left Earth because we got drunk enough and thought that we knew how to play roulette because we watched 3 TikToks apiece.
Well, I think that came on night 2. Night 1. Sorry.
No. Well, I don't want to. We took some mushrooms. Is that a big
You're
deal?
talking night 2.
No, dude. That's how you went shaman mode, and I want to give you credit for.
Nope. That was night 2.
I've lost all semblance of time.
Night 1, it was just Cosmo and then Venetian, locked the fuck in, and guess what? It worked because it went absolutely. I was the general in Dune who his eyes just go, ooh. He's like, ooh, red.
You did that without the assistance of beautiful things from the earth?
No, that happened on night 2, and that's what fucked up my third eye.
Okay. It was the most impressive thing I'd ever seen. Okay, so we were just locked in, having a blast, playing roulette. The TikTok strats, I know you were doing something, but basically you called colors, red or black, which I was just playing because at that point I was like up a little bit. So I'm like, and just by me tailing your vision, the fucking shaman mode that you were on, you hit, I think it was 8 in a row for me.
1 for every spill?
Yeah, 1 for every spill. Well, who knows how many spills were at that point. Bro, I don't want to like talk like numbers and whatever, because like, gambling it's a luxury.
It's a disease.
I will say this. At a certain point, at my peak, tailing James and you're guessing, I made $2,000.
Damn. Why did I make that?
I don't, bro, because
I had less money to play with.
Yeah, and you were also doing, again, these TikTok roulette strats.
No,
like,
there was no
Really?
TikTok strategy at this point. My For You page, well, first of all, I wasn't on my phone. I was fucking gambling, having the time of my life.
Oh, you're right. All of our strats were okay.
Those were night 2.
So I was just, and the dealer hates that. I'm just the guy who's doing like, here's whatever, 25, 50, $100. And as I build up some chips, I was making bigger and bigger bets. Tailing you was, well, I feel like I've tailed you for a long time now. But this is the first time that, well, no, not the first time it has a positive monetary effect on my life. But seeing it happen in real time,
right.
I've never been more impressed by your beautiful brain when you called 8 in a row.
I was so, like, I would close my eyes and I would just see it.
And I would say, Jim, what do you see? What do you see, Jim?
We go here now.
Bro, it worked.
It worked.
I don't know what
it worked until it didn't, and then now I'm down. And then I was down $1,000.
To be clear, by the way, guys, I lost $1,500. No, $1,500.
Oh, okay.
And then I stopped because I was like, we're gonna do this again tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I was like, even though like we were up and then down, I'm like, this man has unlocked. I mean, it's fucking
something happened.
It's Rain Man. It's Galifianakis and
Something
the Hangover,
happened.
whatever.
Yeah.
That was. I don't know what the odds are, like actually mathematically, statistically, of guessing like 50%. It's like guessing 8 coin flips in a row, right? And you did it. I don't know how impressive that is. I was blown away.
It's actually slightly less than 50% because you had the 2 green zeros.
Okay, I wonder what
to guess red or black.
I don't have my computer. I'm not going to Google it, but I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's not as impressive as we think it is, but it was crazy in the moment.
Yeah, it was awesome.
What a night.
So that was. Oh, we also played a little blackjack. You had a triple split, which apparently is like insane.
Yeah, we are idiots when it comes to gambling. You do a little sports gambling, but we don't like play cards or poker, right?
No. We don't know we didn't know what splitting.
Yeah.
I said, yo, split 11s. You don't do that. 11s don't exist.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you? Yeah, my man would get blackjack and try to be okay, double down. No. So at a certain point when I was just trying to like, it was probably after once the roulette vision died down, I was like, all right, let me just like fuck around. So I went to a table that was empty, and I and this is how bad of a gambler I am. I cannot tell you what the dealer's face card even was, but I got a 3. Okay. Got a 3, right? Split.
Yeah.
Got a 3, split again, and I hit all 3.
Fire.
And then I immediately walked away.
What did you take away? Do you remember?
It was probably, I just thought it seemed impressive to me. I might have made like $100.
So you put in 25, right, to play.
I think it was a $25 hand.
And then I think when you split, you put in another 25.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you split again, so you put in another 25.
Yeah. And I won all 3 hands.
So you walked away with $150. You won $75. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Big roller.
Yeah. No such thing as a small win.
I've only ever played blackjack is the only game I've ever played in my life.
Well, honestly, one of my favorite parts about gambling and why, and we'll talk about this, I guess, now at the Venetian is the people that you like are gambling with, right? Like you're all in it together.
Table mates.
Yeah. You're not competing against one another, except for, I guess, poker.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
But you're in it together, and you're allowed to like give advice, ask for help, ask for, talk, chat.
Yeah.
And you meet a lot of people that like you're never going to see again. But for those sweet 4 hours.
Yeah. I was going to say, how high are we going?
That's your fucking boy, bro.
Like Bob.
That's like your Harry Styles in Dunkirk.
We basically met a guy named Bob who just yoted us for...
Well, the first guy we met was the Spider Sweatsuit legend.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that guy. Well,
he was very helpful.
I will say, so when you were guessing colors and you were in shaman mode, we were actually... I was getting yelled at for being too... Because I just couldn't believe what I was witnessing.
Yeah.
And then the amount of... And I was making bigger and bigger bets, and I just kept hitting. And I was also just... And I'm cursing, and that also really offended...
Jane?
Jane was quite upset.
I did charm her by using the very little Chinese I know, which is mainly just, I love you.
You've been trying to speak Chinese to every Chinese dealer, and I don't think they can understand you at all. Well, I don't think they know. Again, I don't know if I'm speaking
Mandarin or Cantonese. I know how to say.
Right, sure.
I know how to say America and I love you. So
which
pretty
is
limited.
Honestly, when you win,
America,
I love you.
That's all you need. Anyway, I need.
I think we were making such a scene of the positive variety that a dude in a full Spider, which is Young Thug's brand, with like the bedazzled fucking accoutrement, fucking strolls up immediately because we're fucking jerk offs. We're like, yo. Peep the Spider, free Jeffrey. Like, so I'm sure that guy was like, wait, what did I just walk into?
Oh, these guys are cool.
But he tailed you as well. And I don't know like the exact chip counts, but it felt like he played for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Won like $3,000.
$1 million.
And then was like, all right, it's been fun. And then just fucking vanished into the fucking vapors of the smoke-filled casino.
Welcome to my lair, said the Spider Sweatsuit to the fly.
But I don't even know if I would say that guy was our boy, because like, what was his name? We don't know anything about him, unlike some of the other friends we made. But anyway, that guy saw, you know what it is? He saw the vision, and he was like, all right.
He saw the vision that I had the vision. His vision was I had the vision.
He saw your vision living through me. Yeah. I was like one of your prophets, your disciples.
Right.
And he came in and he benefited and he fucking absconded.
I forgot you got scolded for cursing. That's funny.
When I saw her again the next night when everything was going terribly, she was like, in her own, broken English was basically like, she basically said, I appreciate you not yapping tonight. And I was like, yeah, because you're fucking me.
Yeah. Thank you for not being a real yapper.
Yeah.
All right, so that was night one. Again, so much fun. Fully gambling pilled.
Yep.
The business portion of the trip hasn't even started yet.
No.
But Saturday, full day. Just pretty full day.
Yep.
Met the crew, met all the Nike folks. They took us to this they basically rented out a fucking at least 2 floors of a hotel,
Wynn.
The full floors.
Hotel 58.
And made their own shit where it's just seeing that power of a brand.
It's awesome.
And the resources and the execution.
Brands.
I'm just yo, how the fuck can we get signed by Nike?
Oh, dude.
Because like I just want to stroll into this lounge, eat delicious fucking avocado toast and fresh squeezed orange juice, play some Madden, play some pool with the custom Nike cues.
There's literally
cue
just
balls.
like for all the Nike athletes, and like obviously it's it's Sauce, it's Saquon, it's
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb,
Jamar Chase.
It's just like everything. It's like your own custom rack for these guys. Like, yo, you need a fit for the weekend, pull up, and it's fucking it's like all laid out, and then also just kick it in like this it's like your own penthouse.
We got a bunch of shoes, obviously. We got a bunch of Luar. We got a bunch of Nike inline gear. We got a bunch of Born and Raised doing customized varsity jackets, which you probably saw like everybody was like, who's wearing that? Travis
Scott, dude.
Kai Cenat.
So
everybody.
So that's the thing with like Nike signing Kai, and we'll talk about our Kai experience, which was otherworldly. Dude, it's like sign podcasters. You sign a streamer, or
come on,
sign 2 podcasters.
Yo, Swoosh, bang our line.
Yeah, we need performance podcasting gear.
Send us some Nike Air Max DNs,
and we get a taste of that too, because like you roll in the suite, and it's like, yo, I don't know if like they tell you what to bring and like what to pack for, and it's not like we're doing any like fucking athletic drills, but it's like here's some cool lifestyle shit. And, like we both got just like completely freshy Nike Stussy fucking.
I know.
Oh, dude.
I felt kind of bad pulling up, and like I was wearing some Air Humaras that I brought that are like my favorite sneaker right now, and I felt bad because everyone else, including you, I didn't realize that. I was like, oh shit, am I making a faux pas here? Because I wasn't wearing any Nike apparel. And
weren't you wearing a vintage Nike hat on the plane?
Yeah, but that was just on the plane. But I'm saying on Nike Day, I just loved wearing the Humaras.
Yeah,
and like,
no, I played ball.
That's kind of it. And you were like full. I'm not. You wore like the Nike Stussy football jersey, which is fire. But everyone else didn't like either their own shit or like stuff that Nike. They give us a few things. Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck, did I fuck this up?
But we're not like get ready with me type kind of creators, or like I know we are. Well, I know you don't like to be this, but like okay, fit pick guys, whatever. But we're not the guys I think that necessarily like need to be the company men on like the press day. With that said, when I did play ball, and by the way, it looked fucking fire. We come down to the lobby and we link up with our boy Edgar at Nike, who really is the fucking finesser and plug of the century when it comes to anything to do with the swoosh. And he deserves all the flowers if his bosses are listening. Fucking
pay this
Edgar
man. Pay this
deserves
man.
a fucking raise. You were kind of commenting, just joshing about what you just said, and you're like, "Oh, company man," and he thought you were talking about him, but you're talking about me, and he's like, "Well, yeah, like I work for Nike. Yeah, dude, I wear Nike. I have to, but it was me."
Yeah. I felt bad, but okay. So
I'm trying to think what else was like sick about that.
Well, we saw the new Air Max, Air Max DN, which is coming out next month. Air Max Day, March 26th, I think. But they're actually good. Like,
yeah. Well, they listen. They look fucking good when they're 8 miles high on the sphere, dude.
Oh, true.
Rocking those fucking ads.
Or when you see the mascot Maxi.
Oh yeah, dude. No,
paddling around.
It's a good shoe. I think. Oh, bro. By the way, I mean, I know you don't want to talk about Drake's dick. Congrats to my close personal friend, Big Scorpio, on his penis. I know you don't want to talk about vultures.
Why are you saying that?
Pretty good.
Oh, I would love to hear what the man in the bolo tie has to say about vultures.
It's good. I really like Hood Rat. It is not good enough for me to start publicly liking Kanye West Instagrams again. So that's kind of where I'm drawing the line. But another thing that happened today, new Supreme fucking collection lookbook. They're collabing on the fucking DN, bro.
Lord.
They look fucking good too. I'm gonna need Edgar. Send me a pair of those, brother.
I didn't see those actually. Yeah. Check them out. Had a full day. We got to customize a pair of Air Maxes, which like I don't know if I was just like exhausted or not even that. It's not even that because I thought I was. You were laughing in my face about this, but I was like, "What? This is like, I'm empowering the artists."
Well, we both had 2, I think, not awesome customizing moments. Yours specifically was, they have these great creatives, Tinker, tailors, soldiers, and spies that are there to help you create
Tinker Hatfields.
The greatest. Thank you. The greatest Air Maxes that your mind can come up with, and there's all these options, and you're just like, "Yeah, I'm not creative. You just like do it."
I was like, "What do you think? What do you think?"
Yeah, but you did use the phrase, "Well, I'm not creative," and I'm like, "Why do you say that?"
I'm like, "I'm not the designer." I'm like, she's like, so you have like the blank canvas of just like a white, gray, black Air Max, and I'm like, I don't know, pink.
I'm not creative,
and I wasn't trying to be like, "Yeah, fuck this." I was just being like, What do you think? Like, what would you do? Like, oh, we're okay if we're doing pink and black. Like, okay, what do you think the third color should be in there? Because I'm not creative. You're the designer. You're the artist. You're the tinker.
The swatchman.
Yeah, you tell me.
Even if you're not in our world where being creative, which is subjective, but is like the ultimate currency, why would you ever admit to not being that? It was just hilarious to me.
I don't know. No, I said I am not a creative.
I feel bad that I did like laugh then in your face in front of that woman, but to me, I was like, why would you say that?
Yeah. All right, broke for lunch. You had 3 pint glasses of margarita, which I think... No, because I think that's an important pretext for the next thing.
Yeah.
Where we go to the Nike store where there's like a football jersey customization station. They're like, yo, here you go. Again, I'm trying not to... this time I was like, all right, let me lock in. Let me get the creative juices flowing.
Oh, you made like a beautiful gift for a friend's son.
Dick Sucking Ron's child will soon
have a custom
be the proud owner of a custom Bills Nike jersey.
Does it say Dick Sucking Ron Jr. on the back?
It should. God damn it.
Yeah.
DSR Jr.
What I can tell you is that they most likely would have not made that for you because your boy Larry had the genius idea of, wait a second.
This is why I think your creative juices were flowing via 3 pint glasses of Marg
Deluxe.
Right. Grandes.
So as someone who's been riding with the Chiefs and is a newly minted Swiftie and kind of loves the Illuminati script writing that is happening in the NFL, I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with me. That's fine. I was like, yo, what am I going to wear to the game tomorrow? I should get a Chiefs jersey. And speaking of lock in with my fucking squad, dude. Witnessing history. Let's fucking build this dynasty. Let's get Patty 3 in 6 years. Let's get him fucking on Brady's
Let's get Brady
level.
out the paint.
Yeah, exactly. Get Brady the fuck out the paint. So my idea was, all right, I'm going to do a custom Chiefs jersey, 69 on the back. Nice. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to put Swift. They're not going to let that happen. But I was like, yo, I could probably do T Swizzle because, like, that's just like a nickname.
There's a Swift on the Chiefs, I believe.
Fuck.
Right?
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
There's just a photo where there's 3 players.
I'm
or
a
maybe
bandwagon fan.
Maybe it's the Eagles, actually.
Oh.
Because it was Jason Kelsey standing next to Jalen Hurts, and there's a Swift and said Swift Hurts Kelsey.
Got it. Either way, I was like, this will definitely slip through the cracks. And, I think I was a little too, and by a lot too fucking proud of myself where
you were,
speaking of yapping, I was like I'm like, yo, this is good. Dude, watch this. I'm going to get this. I'm going to wear it to the game. And the main, I guess, woman, like Nike rep who's like running this whole station was like, denied. This is not fucking happening.
Yeah.
And then
you put up a little stink about it.
Well, because I was like, I'll be real. Like, that's the only jersey that I want to make now that I've thought of it. Like, I don't want to not have a 69 Taylor Swift themed Chiefs jersey. And what I heard was that, like, it's not about Nike. It's not even necessarily about me. It's like the NFL is just being fucking very protective, obviously, of their MVP, Taylor Swift. And
I believe she's a very litigious person.
Yes. And regardless if you were a VIP or a civilian, because this was just happening at the Vegas flagship for anybody, during Super Bowl weekend, like, they weren't letting anyone do anything that even remotely alluded to the Queen.
And again, you wouldn't let this go because you're like, what if my last name was Swift, huh? What are you going to do then?
What if my nickname was Swizzle?
And they're like, well, is your last name Swift? And you're like, yeah.
No,
and
she
like,
goes, you
can
have to show
can
me
I
the
see
ID.
your ID? And you're like, fuck. Foiled again.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for these meddling Swifties. What a bummer that both of our customization experiences weren't maybe the best, but because of our own fault.
Because of who we are.
Yeah, not because of Nike, to be crystal fucking
You know
clear.
what we are? Unskilled. Which is ironic because we then went to the skills competition of the best high school football players in the country.
Yeah.
Legitimately, like, top prospects going to, like, fucking LSU, Ohio State,
Clemson.
like Michigan, all the fucking schools.
Yeah.
And it's like literally like this is like the top cornerback prospect in the country. Is like the number 2 quarterback.
The best part was even the venue, Bishop Gorman High School.
So it was we drove out to Bishop Gorman High School, which is like
it's a top
high school.
It's a top sports high school in the country.
Yeah, I mean, felt like I was at fucking like both Friday Night Lights in that it was like mountains in the distance, sunset.
Yeah.
You know,
Beautiful facilities.
the band playing, the cheerleaders cheering, the players fucking swagging out. But also not Friday Night Lights because this school was very wealthy.
Oh, yeah. No.
And the type of wealth you don't find in Odessa, Texas.
This is definitely like, there's a donor situation here where I already know there's corruption on the high school level in
Vegas, baby.
Where these kids like, I know that Pops is getting a new Escalade so that whatever kid comes to be a fucking dual threat quarterback for Bishop Gorman so that they can keep winning they have all the national championships. Yeah, they're fucking beasts, bro.
So just some quick observations because like it was just like, damn, look at these kings that are young and machines and probably get so much ass. And here we are just shivering on the sidelines with a paper bag full of podcast equipment. Oh, yeah. But
wait, was there any, when you were in high school, because this is what I can't get over. And I know that these are the cream of the crop when it comes to young athletic meat, but there was not a single dude, and there was 2 full squads competing against each other in the skills competition. 1 player representing every team in the National Football League. So how many kids is that? 32?
32.
I did not go to high school with a single person that even remotely resembled any of these fucking specimens.
No, these were A1.
I couldn't even believe it, dude.
They were A5 Wagyu. It was like
not a red shirt in sight. These kids are starting next year.
This was A5 Wagyu, just topped by a blessing haircut.
Yeah. They did do this like weird, like, what if a dunk contest was like a catching competition, and they might have done it at the Pro Bowl, but it was hilarious that the receiver who won was the white boy with the bussin' haircut.
It was if Jack Harlow was like had like the physique of like Kobe Bryant.
Ryan Clark, for any of my fellow ESPN watchers out there, Ryan Clark was one of the hosts, and he called him Jack Harlow to his face over the mic in front of the whole fucking stadium. Dude.
We were a bit starstruck by Mike Vick was in the building as one of the coaches. Okay.
You know, he got that dog in him.
All right.
I love Vic, dude.
Yeah, no, he's the man. Speaking of being the fucking having the vision, I once watched him. He was on the Manning cast, and they do this thing where like, what would you call here? What do you think they're gonna do here? Like, what's the move? And he called 3 plays in a row of whatever the team, the offense was running. He called it 3 fucking. He knew. He's like, oh, I see the safety creeping back. So like, I think they're gonna audible and like do a fucking quick out, and it worked.
I know he played for the Birds, and I hate the Eagles, but like in terms of like the coolest players, it's got to be Mount Rushmore is Dion, Randy Moss, Vic.
You should get a Vic. Well, I guess you wouldn't get a Vic Jets jersey, would you?
No.
That'd be funny.
Who's all time?
Of what? Swag Lords?
Yeah, Swag Lords in this.
The NFL?
Yeah.
LT.
Oh, Lawrence Taylor, dude.
Yeah, not Danian Tomlinson.
Who was
Lawrence
another
Taylor.
coach and is a GOAT.
Yeah.
To be clear, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Touchdown machine. Yeah, dude, LT.
Yeah. So again, we were like
he
in this
got
like
that white girl in him.
We're in this like we're in this like perfect picturesque American high school setting. I felt like it was like a Tony Hawk skate level where it's like
oh yeah.
Right? It's like, yo, I could fucking grind like the whole bleachers.
Oh yeah, just look at those stands and I just see a real clean Smith grind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going fakey over that. I'm hitting that gap.
I mean, I'm just looking for gaps, bro.
But so we're on the field chilling with like the other adults while the 14 to 17-year-olds there's like hundreds of them in the stands watching the fucking.
It was for students only. It was like a students.
It was like students, friends, and family. Yeah. But we hit this commotion and we look up and it's like this wall of children all just starts like a fucking tsunami wave just starts like they're all screaming and sprinting to one side of the stands. I'm not gonna lie. First immediate thought I had. School shooting.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was a bit. It's my 9/11 PTSD.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but then I was like, oh no, these are screams of like joy, not screams of terror. And
it was
everyone. It was wild to see this like massive human beings just like move. You know what it was? Kai Cenat showed up,
bro,
and he's their god.
I told you I was like this guy, and I had no context.
Cenat? Oh,
no, yeah, Kai. Right? At this point, he's Kai.
Yeah.
I don't hang out with 14-year-olds. But shout out to any 14-year-olds that listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Hit me on the DMs.
Yeah.
But
thanks for swiping your parents' credit card.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Strike that from the record.
Keep stealing your parents' credit card info.
I know he's famous, and I see the clips, and I know he's friends with like every rapper that like we would love to interview and be friends with as well. And he's unlocked, him and a bunch of other dudes have unlocked a type of streaming that they're the fucking first movers, right? Like they're not gaming, it's like lifestyle streaming, which I can't imagine. What, do I sound so old now?
Yeah, just hearing a 36-year-old man try to explain Twitch streamers. I'm just like,
I guess my point is that like
we know.
I knew he was famous, but like, bro, it was Beatlemania. He moves like Beatlemania.
It was wild.
He was performing with the fucking band.
No, he's just watching.
No, but he was like fake conducting and like, you know.
I guess the thing he does is just like he just goes to like a group of people, just goes,
he's just a hype man, bro.
Yeah,
he's a low ball of energy, and the fact that, like we said, like Nike signed him, like, dude, Nike getting their fucking money's worth right there. That is a whole demographic now that is just gonna buy the sneakers that he's wearing.
Wild to watch, which it's just like screaming like Beatles at Shea Stadium.
The players were more interested, and this to me, I actually told you, I was like, this was kind of sweet, and I like was happy for all these kids. Yachty pulls up with some of the Concrete Boys, and while Kai is in the stands having literally Beatlemania happen around him, the players sprinted so that they all could get flicks with Yachty, which was really fucking cool. And I was happy to see that, because the last time we talked about Yachty and like his cultural impact is when we went to MSG and he opened for Drake and he got no love. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this crowd? Yachty rules.
Yeah.
But these kids were fucking hype to get a flick.
He's doing a great job of just like very nonchalantly posing for. He would just be like this, like pose this way.
Oh, he just stood, and then everyone just got their turn.
He would just turn by 5 degrees, pose this way, turn by 5 degrees, pose this way, turn by 5 degrees, pose this way until he was done. But I don't even think the kids in the stands saw that was Yachty, because it was just like, oh, who's that like well dressed guy? You know, and they're so far away.
He looked fucking sick.
All right, so we got our little Kai moment. Our eyes are open to the phenomenon of Twitch streamers, I guess, or some shit.
We could get Kai on the pod.
Yeah. But
Nike, make it happen.
This is when so Nike day one's over. Oh, we have dinner. We're like, yo, we're gonna drop our shit off, like change into some different fits. Maybe charge our phones a little bit. Meet back downstairs at the Circle Bar with like the crew that we're now all friends with. Like the how many of us were there? Like 10.
Including like Nike people?
Something like that, yeah.
I think
10-ish.
10. It was like, I'm just thinking about the car rides.
And there's like events going on all over town that people are fucking going to. And it's like, yo, Jack Harlow.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I'm good.
Yo, catch Jack Harlow at XS for a fucking, FanDuel activation or whatever. Fanatics. Whatever the fuck.
It is kind of sick that of the many things that we're not on the same page with, the one thing we both agree on is like, okay, like there's these things that it's like, yeah, like, okay, sure, it would be cool to see Kate Trinata spin or like, yeah, go to this thing. And it's like, nah, we just want to gamble and drink at the bar.
Yeah, it was just like,
I think we're just because we're old.
Well, they're like, yo, you want to? We're like, yeah, we're not invited. Like, that's our out. And like, oh, we can get you in. We're like, nah, we don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go see Jack Harlow rap 3 songs in a fucking sweaty, hot crowd.
I always want to be invited and then, like anything, and then not go. Right. And then do my own thing. And which we did.
Can I please go to Lil Wayne at Top Golf? Please?
Was that real?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded sick. What the fuck?
Sorry, bro. You knew that.
No, I did not.
Oh.
Bro, Wayne at Top Golf? So fun.
I've never been to Top Golf.
Dude, well, where is the nearest one? I only go in Texas.
It's probably one like a mile down the strip or something.
Maybe that's what we should do.
So we're at the Circle Bar, and people are kind of like, formulating their plans, da-da-da. And this fucking bitch.
I wasn't even here for this. Yeah, go off. Okay. No, I just heard about it. But
so the thing about the Circle Bar, by the way, is that every seat has a gambling terminal. I don't know. It's like Keno or some shit. Like, has a gambling terminal.
You can play a bunch of different stuff. But yeah.
Has a gambling terminal where most of the people at the Circle Bar, to be clear, are just like, money, please.
It's a bit sad. No one's just hanging out. Well, I mean, we were, which was.
But that's what's like. There's nowhere to hang out.
Well, you should just tell your conversation,
right? So
it breaks it down.
So we finally secure like a space, and we're just hanging out. We're like having drinks, talking about the day that just happened, talking about what we're doing tonight, getting to know each other. And this fucking wrinkly ass cousin fucker, she wasn't from the South.
She's a Chiefs fan.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because her husband, who is not a dick. This is just a very funny detail.
Husband's cool.
He's so fat that he was wearing the jersey for the Chiefs center. You don't see that move unless you're a big fat white guy, but that's how fat this guy was.
And that football jersey fit him like these pants fucking fit me.
But his wife was the problem.
Snug as a glove.
He was cool. We're not fucking shit on this guy. He was fat though.
The wife was like, "Oh, are you playing?" And we're like, "No, we're just chilling here." And she goes, "Oh, well, these are reserved for people to play these games." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we're here. We're just hanging out." She's like, "Oh, well, you have to play. Are you going to play?" And I'm like, "No, we are just hanging out."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "No, you can't hang out. I'm going to sit here." And I'm like, "Yo, you're going to sit here? Like, I'm standing here. How are you going to sit here?"
Didn't she say there's other places you can go hang out?
So she's like trying to call the manager. She's a fucking gambling addict Karen. I'm like, "Yeah, we're just hanging out." She goes, "Oh, well, this is a casino. There's other places to hang out." I was like, "There's other machines to play, bitch. Look around."
Bitch,
I didn't call her bitch.
Gamble anywhere.
I didn't call her bitch.
It's harder to hang out than it is to gamble in a casino.
Yeah.
So
You could spit, you hit a fucking empty slot chair. And then her husband comes over and he's like, "Hey man, like, oh, look how fat and old I am. My knees hurt, my back hurts." And I'm like, "Oh, my back hurts too, bro."
I've been on my feet all day.
Yeah. And then he points across the bar at a very obvious sex worker, lady eating. He goes, "Oh, do you think if I asked her I could sit with her?"
Sick.
And I'm like, "Yo, maybe. I don't know what your wife's gonna say." And he goes, "I bet her back hurts too." I'm like,
damn.
It's just getting like funny and misogynistic.
Talk about splitting sevens.
I was like, "Bro, that's your wife. I feel fucking bad for you." I didn't say that to him, but yeah, this guy was hilarious. And the woman, finally, Edgar, shout out Edgar, he was like, "Yo, we're not moving."
Ooh. He gave her the fucking he read her the riot act.
And then she like went and tried to find the manager, and I confronted with the bartender. I was like, "Yo, we're not playing games. Is that okay?" And he's like, "Yes. If you're hanging out buying drinks, this is fine." And if anything, it's like, "Yo, if you're playing the games, you get your drinks for free."
Right.
We are buying the drinks and tipping this guy.
Yeah.
So it's like better for him and
Absolutely.
for the fucking house if we're just hanging out.
I mean, it's better for the house if you're losing all your money. But,
No, these are like
good.
penny slots. These are like penny slots.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Anyway.
for people that have they're card carrying members of the Venetian and Palazzo, like those people. They're getting like
Which I am now.
yeah, which you are. You did get a card on night one. But like, yeah, put my card in. I pay my fucking penny slots, and like, in 10 years, I will be comped one suite upgrade.
Yeah. It was honestly this gambling addict Karen was kind of an omen for the night that we should have
I
spotted.
didn't even think about that. Well, because again, I heard about this after the
Right.
fact. but-
So again, night 2 of roulette. This is when my For You page has heard me talking about,
Yeah.
my phone is listening to me and heard me talking about gambling and starts serving up to me the roulette master. This fucking guy, he just talks about roulette strategy.
Yep.
So I'm like, I sent it to you. I'm like, "Yo, this is a lock. No brainer.
yeah, duh.
No brainer." And you're like, "Wait, so," and you watch and you're like, "Wait, so what happens on that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't watch part 2. I don't know what happens if we lose.
Yeah, and then I guess
If we win, it's great."
And then, like, for me, because I'm such an idiot, like, you're sending me some shit. I'm, like, half following along, watching the video, but then I'm looking at more roulette stuff. And I'm like, and every roulette strat, when you watch the TikTok, you're like, "Oh, I'm going to win $1 million. This is like,
Well, that's everyone's
of
like,
course.
Everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna go party and hang out with like and go to like watch like awesome musicians perform. Do you want to come with us?" I'm like, "No, we're gonna win $1 million."
no,
no.
we have it locked right now.
Yeah.
Don't even trip.
We're not even like we're gonna hire Jack Harlow to play at our fucking private gig
Yeah, I was
with
like,
our $1 million.
I was like, you can see Jack Harlow back in my suite when I pay him to just perform on this fucking glass table over here because I'm about to win $1 million with this can't miss roulette strategy that I saw on TikTok.
Spoiler alert. The strategies, you had your strategy, I had my strategy. I lost my money instantly.
I know the throw gang wants to know. We did not run the cum strat.
Oh, right.
The cum strat,
We didn't have enough chips.
we definitely didn't after we tried these out. The cum strat, like, I feel like would definitely work. When you watch people do it digitally, that's one thing. To be there at a table and have to spell out cum in front of some poor Chinese woman who's just, like you said, trying to do her job, and you're in her office.
Who's soaked in beer.
Yeah, who just got hit with the Larry Splash Zone. And then, like, the thing, too, is, like, it's a hilarious bit, which is why we've mentioned it, and it's the thing that you would want to, like, take a picture of, and, like, you can't do that.
You can't take photos.
Yeah, so it's like... And maybe it would hit. I mean, at this point, like, you and I are so down bad that at this point, I'm willing to try anything. But the strategy that I tried, and I don't even fucking worry about it, guys, because it's a fucking an L lock. I hit my first time I played it.
Yeah.
And
Felt
then
good.
proceeded
Felt good, didn't it?
and then proceeded to lose absolutely all the money that I had from the night before, went back to the well, took out more cash. I don't think I hit one time using the strat.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
My strategy, I quickly abandoned because I was like, wait, this doesn't work for the type of chips I have.
Oh, it needs to be $1 bets per bet, and it's 5.
You need to have $50 bets, $25 bets, and $1 bets.
Yeah.
I only had 5 was the minimum bet you can make.
5 inside.
Yeah.
25 outside. See, now I can actually talk like I know what Dude, now, honestly, bro, we'll be talking.
No. It's still 25 inside, but it's $5 chips. You can do a single $5 chip.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, like, and you make fun of me for this all the time, and I'll cop to this 100%. But like, we'll be having a conversation in the future, and like, someone will bring up just an inkling of gambling, and I'm gonna start talking about roulette like I'm like I'm the roulette master, dude. When I know absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, outside calms.
Yeah,
baby on the table. That's good luck.
Though, when did we tail that whale that was going crazy? Oh, okay.
That was last night.
No, the other guy who plays.
Indian guy.
Yeah, he bet like 20 grand on the table and walked away.
He had to walk away and like was watching it from like far. That was towards the beginning of the night because I was still doing my strat.
That was crazy. Maybe it wasn't 20 grand.
It was a lot. It was
probably like 10 grand, and he threw it all down, and he left, which I didn't know you could do.
Well, he was nervous. He's like,
no, I know.
He asked me, he's like, yo, my heart,
he couldn't watch.
I have a bad heart. I'll die. I'll die at the table.
And he definitely hit one of those bets. I mean, he had crazy coverage, and yeah, and then he knew when to walk away, bro.
I know.
You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. I know that's cards, but I just can't. I got to fucking remember that.
See, here's why night 2 went so haywire for me. My strategy was partially working in that I was losing slowly, all right? I wasn't winning. I was losing very slowly, so it was like death by 1,000 cuts. It was almost more painful than just a fucking 2-piece to the dome, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm getting angrier and angrier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissed.
Yep.
Also, the longer you sit, the more free drinks you get.
Yep.
So my mind is not performing well. And it's like a slow trickle. And then seeing these whales come in and cover the whole table and somehow, again, walk away, it was just like...
It should be inspiring, but it made you just rage quit gambling.
Well, no, because I continued to gamble.
No,
what I had to do was I was like, all right, I got to switch up my mentals right now.
Oh, right.
So I stepped away from the table. We went back to Circle Bar.
Okay, right.
Popped in my AirPods.
Oh,
and I was like, let me listen to some fucking rap music because like I love rap music. I love the hippity hoppity.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I haven't heard any because I didn't go to see Jack Harlow perform. I haven't heard any rap all week except for I guess at the skills competition. They're like playing like Drake and shit and like Travis in the background. But like in the casino, it's just like a roar of the crowd.
Oh right, this was like you're like I'm gonna lock in and you put your headphones on in the casino. That's right.
Yes, I needed to lock in and listen to music that got me like pumped the fuck up.
Okay, what's that playlist?
Dipset Anthem.
Oh, nice.
DMX Get At Me Dog.
Deep cuts.
Big Pun Leatherface. And Elliott Smith Between the Bars. So what I learned is that barking like and you know, I'm like listening to it on max volume. And I'm getting really into it. And I'm like trying to block out the noise, block out the haters, block out the ops. So I'm like rapping along a little bit. I've learned that barking like DMX is frowned upon in the casino because much like you were scolded for cursing at the table, I was scolded by the bartender. He's like, "Stop barking! Stop making the dog noises."
Okay, so I'm remembering this now. What I remember is that like at first when you said you need to do that, and again in my mind it was still because I was just losing. It's like Jimmy can maybe get the vision back because my strategy now I've realized is I'll just tail somebody who has it, right?
Right.
Whether it's a whale, whether it's a shaman. And I was like, okay.
I've said it before. You're the kid in the class that doesn't do any work on the group project and gets an A.
Honestly, I bring a lot to the table, mainly vibes.
Chips. As long as you bring chips to the table.
Yeah, honestly, that's great.
Chips and beer.
Literally. So right. I remember you put your AirPods in and you were barking whatever, but like I just remember you like because it would be like so for Dipset Anthem, it's like listening to gangster music. Like you just say the last bit of the bar, but like you can't hear yourself because it's on max volume and it's noise canceling. And I'm like, yo, it's a mixed crowd at Octagon Bar. Like forget about I didn't see you bark at the bartender, which is insane.
I didn't bark at the bartender.
You were just barking
I
in the
think
vicinity.
I left you at first and then you came to join me and I think when I was alone I was barking. Ow, ow. Look at me, dog.
But just seeing an angry guy stomping around. First of all, no one, I know, like, if you play poker, maybe you wear headphones, right? So you're just
What must I go through to show you shit is real?
But no, you're the only guy in the entire casino with headphones in. And then you're just saying punchlines in the end of bars.
Yeah.
It was,
My clock's so big, drop the midsection at the top of your wig. That's big pun.
I bought you. I was like, I like bought you a shot of 1942 because we also were trying to feel like a little bit more ballers, right? We're like, well, we go, yo, how much is a shot of 42 first? Because can we afford it, right? And then at a certain point,
Wait, is that when I was like, we gotta wait till midnight? So we have a per diem with Nike where they're like, yeah, charge whatever to the room. So it's like, yo, wait, it's 11:59. We gotta wait one more minute till the clock turns over so our per diem resets.
so I can get the next round, dude. Chill. Which is just honestly financial freedom.
It's just smart. It's smart business.
Yeah, literally takes money to make money in this city. But like, so you just have a tumbler 42 on the rocks.
I forgot about that.
You're stomping around. You're just it almost like it seemed like you were having a psychotic episode. And I had to do the thing where I was like, bro, you gotta stop doing this. Like I'm literally like I felt like truly like I'm like Tom Cruise in your Rain Man where I'm like, yo, please excuse my friend. Like he's locking back in.
Listening to gangsta music.
My neurodivergent friend is locking back in so that we can.
Please excuse my locking in friend.
So that we can win $1 million.
So Jack Harlow can come perform in our suite.
Bro, yeah, that was
it's the Dipset to Harlow pipeline.
That was but yeah, everyone's got low moments in Vegas. Like that's there's life is all about ups and downs. Was your definitely now that I'm remembering it, that's your down is down.
That was me just trying to do what needed to be done. Right?
Yeah, necessary.
Unfortunately, I could not get the vision back. I think that the psilocybin mushrooms or whatever you say,
didn't help
I think that was blocking my third eye because I was like, loving life, but it just could not, like, I couldn't get it. But we were soon brought back up by our old friend, Blackjack Bob.
Oh, this is when we met Bob, right?
So we were like, fuck roulette.
Well, because at that point in the night, whatever like the personal budgets we've allotted ourselves were
decimated.
I mean, we might have been walking around with, $50 between us, dude. It was besides the 42
Crumbs.
in the cup, we were the brokest motherfuckers on Sesame Street.
Scraps.
But yeah, necessary work.
Well, we said fuck roulette.
Yeah.
We are losing too much money at once.
Yeah.
Let's go play blackjack.
But blackjack. Oh, right. And we're playing $25 hands, which is like manageable.
It's the lowest minimum at this hotel.
Blackjack. You know what it felt like at that point? I didn't want to do that because like roulette is my new favorite.
No, at this point we were both like fuck roulette.
No,
we hate roulette. All my homies hate roulette.
But I'm just saying now, if I had to rank all of, despite that terrible, I still think roulette is the best game to play.
Yeah, no, you got to experience the terrifying load if you're gonna have the dizzying highs.
I guess,
but that's when we met Bob.
Yeah, necessary work sometimes is nasty work. I guess is what I'm trying
And
to say.
Bob helped us get back up because he was the friendliest guy, the friendliest fella. Mm-hmm. He was giving us advice. He was teaching us the terms and the strategy.
Yeah, he was Yoda,
which again is allowed. He was our Blackjack Bob was Yoda, and he was just the nicest guy.
Yeah, the bummer there was because then it's again like, and you made this point, and I just want to hammer this home. I want to double down on this point. Boom. I realized that gambling, it's just like if you go into it and you're like, this is just my entertainment for the evening. I just want to make this happen for like as long as I can without like literally like my family is dying type of financial losses. Like that's what it's about. And Bob gave us a solid positive, I would say an hour before he got up and left, which was then devastating.
We tried Dipset. We tried Don Julio. It was Bob that got us back up.
Bob the builder, building those stacks.
And I was ready to dive back in to the depths of hell because I started playing blackjack and roulette at the same time.
That's right, dude.
Where Bob would be, helping us out over here.
Is that frowned upon?
So it's not allowed. I got yelled at.
Wait. But you were doing it?
I got yelled at, and they're like, "This is how you do it." So you can't have two. You can't have live bets happen. You can't have live bets happening. So I wouldn't ante into blackjack, so I'd be out. Then I'd run over and put 25 on black and roulette.
That's degenerate.
Lose. Come back to blackjack.
Maybe win.
lose.
Can you? But you can't bring the chip. So you have separate stacks.
No,
too.
you can.
Really?
You can. Yeah, the chips
Oh,
are
so you
interchangeable.
were like it's arbitrage, low key. Like where you're like, okay, I'm getting crushed in roulette, but I got Bob over here, so let me go back, get up, I'll bring those chips over there, lose them, and it's a what's the opposite of a virtuous cycle?
Downward spiral. I'm robbing Paul to feed my gambling addiction. To pay
Robbing
Peter.
to pay Bob.
Yeah, exactly. To pay Victor or Vernon. What was his name? Victor.
Vernon. That was night 3.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Vernon Maxwell. That's what I had in my mind. Vernon Maxwell.
Oh man,
guys love naming old athletes.
Yeah.
So that's how I got sucked back into roulette.
Okay.
The fickle mistress, that bitch, that beautiful bitch roulette. Where I was doing.
Much
I was
like T Swizzle.
all in on blackjack. All in on blackjack. Slowly started doing roulette.
Yeah.
Went back to roulette. Still did not have it. This is where my night comes to an end because I lost everything, and we were both playing roulette at that point. I just walked away. I walked home.
That's the rage quit.
I fucking Irish exited the casino, got a fat burger, ate it alone in my room.
That's so sad, dude.
It sucked.
Just like this fear gleaming through the shades as you eat a fat burger in your underwear.
Yeah, just jerking off the sphere. There's also a brawl in the fat burger because people were like,
what?
Over people were like
fat burgers?
I think people were hammered. They wanted their fucking fatties, and and I think that they I think they were accusing people of like jumping in the line and like grabbing the order that wasn't theirs.
Is Fat Burger like a famous West Coast like an In-N-Out?
I don't know.
It sucks.
It sucks.
It's really bad.
Meat tastes like cardboard. Anyway, we also had it last night.
No, I went back to pizza for my munchies.
So that's my night too. That's my Saturday night coming to an end.
Yeah, I think
you had one more run in with a bunch of frat dudes.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that was earlier in the night. But yeah, so I think, I just stayed playing blackjack with Bob until he left. But I had a blessed, what I thought was going to be a blessed run. And when I was down pretty bad, and this was, I guess, pre-meeting Bob, I walk out of the restroom and I run into a throw gang, like a very young dude, and he's fucking suited and booted. And he's there with 2 of his boys. And he asks for a pic, and he introduces himself. And I'm like, yo, you guys like are young, you're fucking swagged out, you got the suits on, I'm like, you here for the Super Bowl? And they're like, nah, actually, like, we're like pledging our fraternity, and all the brothers made us drive them to Vegas. So I'm like, oh, so you guys are just dressed, you're just Uber drivers now in your fits. But my favorite thing that happened, and you probably have no context for this, but everyone knows when you're a fraternity, like you get a nickname and
What, like Barf?
No, like, but the funny, like I just remember like Fish.
Well, that was your nickname? Fish?
No, not me. There was a homie Fish. I don't know what Fish's real name is now. I couldn't tell
What was your nickname?
No, I was just Larry. Not everyone. Okay, not everyone necessarily. Maybe he was called Fish because his last name was Fisher. It's embarrassing that I don't remember. But anyway, so I'm meeting all the dudes, and I'm sorry that I don't actually remember the
your government,
the other 2 government. But one guy goes, "What's up? I'm Catcher." I'm like, I know your name isn't Catcher, dude. I know that's, but you could like tell me your real name. But it just it brought me back, and after meeting those guys and having such a great interaction, I felt like that was gonna be like some juice that I needed, and then ultimately, I probably lasted another hour playing roulette, maybe did one more trip to the ATM, and then got wiped out by Jane. And that was when she was like, and because I was in such a bad mood, she liked me more because of when I'm in a good mood, I'm the worst person at the table.
Yeah.
So, and
you're in bad when you're quiet.
Yeah. And she's like, she's preferred me as a depressed non-yapper, but I probably lasted another hour after you and then just went to bed.
It was good we went to bed because the next day was the big game.
Oh my God, we haven't gone to the Super Bowl yet.
No, we're now hitting Sunday. So because I went to bed at like, I don't know, 1:30, woke up around like 8-ish. Here's the thing. There's nothing to do in Las Vegas, right? So like I'm puttering in my room. I'm like on my phone, fucking bored. It's like, I think we were going to get lunch at noon.
Right.
I'm
so
like,
some time to kill.
I'm like, what can I do? Like I go and gamble.
Dude. Back to the scene of the crime.
It was more that I was going to hit the ATM to take out money for later because I knew that was what we were going to do.
Oh, right.
Chase Bank has denied me. They claim that I exceeded my withdrawal limit
on cash
over the course of, I guess, 2 days.
For real?
Yeah, I was down. I'll be honest. I'll be transparent. I was down $1,500. Oh, we forgot that we did the fucking. My roulette strategy was with TF money.
Oh yeah, you sold me on one of these strats that I was like, all right. what do we need? The stake was a manageable number, nothing crazy, and we put it on the company card.
Yeah.
And it lost instantly.
No, that's why I got so mad because like, fuck, it's company money. That was the one that like slowly drained. Like, it was like, yeah.
Oh, but you need to, for this strategy to, again, all these strategies is like, oh, it works if the chip, like you can do $1 chips, whatever you said earlier, or like you just have a fucking, you can stake it, like and be fucking, that's the thing. It's like almost like, I guess everyone that I've been seeing that's been killing it at roulette, and even when I've been doing a decent myself, and I guess we'll talk about how last night actually went like kind of well, it's really just like, you need to have the chips, and it just takes a long amount of time.
Yeah.
And if you fucking lose fairly quickly, it's the worst game in the world, and you're fucking out. You're down and out.
So I was able to take out a $100 bill, lost it in roulette in 30 seconds.
Wait, is this when I was coming down to meet you for lunch? You just lost.
I bet on black twice, lost both times.
No vision.
No vision. So whatever. I'm fucking done gambling. Let's go to the big game. Let's go to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is incredible. I had, going into this, everyone that's listening knows this, going into this, I kept my expectations kind of low. It was like, oh my God, the traffic, the crowds, trying to get food, trying to do anything. The Super Bowl, it's notorious for like, it's always a blowout or it's just like a bad game.
Right.
None of that is true.
Not
Super
this
Bowl
year.
Was fucking incredible.
Yo, Vegas is about to be getting a bunch more of these, dude. This was a fucking, I think listen, Chiefs fans ended up not having a good time, but I think everything up until fucking the end of OT, this whole city, it was electric, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's the other knock on the Super Bowl is that it's like there's no fans ever there because it's like all just like corpo, whatever, like friends and family. No. The energy was, the building was buzzing.
This was a 49ers home game. I'm sure this came through to people watching, at home on the TV, but like it was palpable.
Yeah, San Francisco, it's a lot closer. Yep. It's a lot wealthier. It's home to a lot more companies that I think can like get tickets and like, give them to employees or like their friends and family.
Those aren't real fans. I'm talking about the real foos, like the people that are like out of their mind, bro.
No, but I think there's like, it's a bigger city. Like it's just like a bigger fan base, right? And yes, it's a more diehard fan base. Like area fans are sickos.
They really are.
Like Giants fans, San Francisco Giants fans, fucking A's fans.
Golden State Warriors fans.
And the A's are coming here, I guess.
Yeah.
They're sickos.
Yeah.
And the 49er fans, they're like, walking into the stadium, one, it looks like the fucking Death Star, which is, it's like all black.
It's the newest NFL stadium, right?
Yeah. Everyone's just
pretty
like,
awesome.
Everyone is fucking, all the Niners gang. Gang.
Insufferable fan
So
base.
it felt like a Niners home game for sure.
Yeah. The game was a tale of two halves. I think everyone, whether you were in the stadium or at home, that first half, that first quarter, that shit fucking sucked.
Yeah.
But for a game that ultimately is the only, second Super Bowl to ever go into overtime, and I can't believe I'm going to make this claim, and I know you agree with me. If there ever was a Super Bowl or some type of fucking football game to see in person, that was it. If you watch that shit at home, I cannot imagine that even being remotely enjoyable. But in the stadium, that shit was fucking awesome.
Well, it's like even though what's happening on the field is trash, everything else happening around is fire. So it's like, you could be at home watching a trash football game, or you could be in like this crazy brand new, context experience
this
watching a shitty football game,
Death Star,
and then it gets good. And like you mentioned this, it did feel weird not like seeing the commercials, and the commercial breaks are so long.
Yeah, they really are, bro.
And like the players just standing around, and I do think that that's kind of maybe why it got off to such a slow start, because like the players aren't used to standing around for like 4 minutes between plays.
Yeah,
right. Like it legitimately was like that.
I mean, that's why, like, is that a Chiefs win or is that a Niners loss? Like, what I watched, I saw a Niners loss. Bro.
Yeah.
And that's fucking tough, as much as we've been hating on you foos.
Yeah. Being that it was a Niners game and being that it's America's favorite and most annoying couple, when they showed Taylor Swift on the Jumbotron for the first time, I don't know how many times they showed her at home. Like on the TV broadcast. She only got one Jumbotron appearance.
And you know why? Because she got fucking booed into Bolivian instantly.
It was awesome.
I think once that happened, it was like, Taylor is asking to stay off the Jumbotron.
They didn't even show her on the celebrity montage.
Oh, but Leo?
Yeah.
Doing a bump ski?
I don't think he was doing a bump.
Honestly, Leo, I love that he was there. What I'll say about Taylor Swift, even though she got fucking booed horrendously, I appreciated her pander chug. Her and her team cooked that up all fucking weekend.
Yep.
And I thought it was, I liked it.
Bro, it's such pick-me bullshit energy.
Yeah, that's
obviously
who she is.
It's coordinated with the fucking team at Allegiant Stadium or whatever, where it's like,
Allegiant,
okay, like at this, like Taylor, they're gonna go. So she poured a bunch. She doesn't drink beer.
That was like she had like a half of the.
It was like the fucking lowest level of the solo cup.
Yeah,
and then she's like, yeah. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Do you know what that?
Yeah.
Do you know what that lowest level of the solo cup is?
It's 1 ounce.
It's one shot. Yeah.
So I think that it was kind of bullshit. Chug.
Well, as someone who also did a bullshit chug, but a real chug tried on a Jumbotron, you at a Rangers game.
Oh fuck no! Come on, we had the video evidence.
No. When I say bullshit is because like you had the sippy cup on. We know. As a dude who fumbled a chug.
Yeah.
Taylor's chug. If you want to go chug for chug with T Swizzle, she had a more aesthetically pleasing chug.
The slam was pretty whack. Yeah, I chugged it.
Well, guess what? She up and you down. I don't know what to say.
Down.
She can't lose, dude.
I wonder what her roulette strategy is.
And you know what? Honestly, for anyone who probably hates that Larry's a T-Swizz guy, I'm trying to ride with winners. That's why I'm here with you. That's why I'm fucking here with T-Swizz. I want to ride with winners only.
I want to know what her roulette strategy is.
Dude,
Taylor.
That should be like my
comments.
That should be like my. If
I smoke with Taylor Swift.
If I smoke enough cigs, blast enough cigs in Vegas that I get cancer. This is also terrible. I hope I'm not manifesting this. And if they decide that they would give a Make-A-Wish to a old man, I wanted to play roulette with Taylor and I want her to stake me.
Yeah.
That would be a dream come true.
The first half, besides that was kind of like, there's nothing really notable. So like, obviously the one thing I will say.
Oh, well, I'm going to, okay, go, you go, and I'll go.
Okay. What?
No, you go. You go and I'll go.
The lines for the men's room, and I know it's an old fucking cliche. It's like, oh, there's no women's line at the sports game. The lines for the men's room were the longest I've ever seen at anything, like Coachella, fucking like any sports game, like anything. It was ridiculous.
Well, you can explain. It logistically was it was a true bottleneck that was untenable to pee.
Yeah. I mean, I was legit, like, my strategy was, I was like, all right, I'm going to leave with, like, a minute to go in the quarter. And it worked.
Yeah. Did you miss any, like, big crucial plays or anything?
I don't think so.
It was like...
I know, you missed a big, like, a 52-yard bomb, and then they immediately fumbled after that.
I saw the fumble.
Okay.
But I missed the bomb. It was the worst. It was the worst. And so, on a normal Vegas Raiders game, is it also that bad?
I don't know. Probably not.
Bro, basically the way it works is that there are these big bathrooms, right? And there is two, well, they could be entry or exit ways, but there's two doors. This crowd decided to make both the entrance.
Yeah.
So there was just no flow. It literally created a bottleneck. It was insane.
Yeah, and then once you get in there, you realize that like the urinals are closer to the one other line. So if you're unfortunately on the other line, you kind of had to like race to a urinal, to beat somebody else. So it was a whole fucking shit show. And like, I saw a guy, leaving the bathroom with eating a piece of pizza.
Oh my, that's
even
disgusting for me.
The whole line was like, what the fuck?
As a man who eats chicken tenders off the floor.
You did eat someone's garbage,
but
I did watch you eat literal trash.
It was our boys thing that he got, that he was like, yo, you can help yourself, and he clearly
that's like take a fry, which I did, right?
Too.
And then he ate about half of it, put it down on the ground because it is now garbage. And when he was gone, you proceeded to eat all of it.
Well,
you left some for Elijah.
Yeah. I think that once the offer is made, you get your first initial picking, and then if it becomes communal garbage, you can eat it like a garbage man.
Bro, you are a raccoon.
Yeah, no, straight up. Yo, honestly, this is actually, it's funny you say this. I never mentioned this when I came back from Texas, but I had this funny moment with my mother-in-law where we all got Jack in the Box for lunch, and everyone's finished like eating their stuff, and Jenna goes, oh, to her mom, she's like, oh, are you like done with that? And she goes, oh yeah. She goes, let me give it to the garbage disposal. And I was like, the fuck?
Give it to the what?
Me, the garbage. I literally, you just triggered me now to remember that. And I love my mom-in-law. She's amazing. But I was like, damn, I'm giving off those kind of vibes even to my in-laws.
You do sound like a garbage disposal when you eat. Not gonna lie.
The one point that I want to make about the game, and this is not a revelation, but when the extra point got blocked, I said to our boy who was sitting between us, who was hyped to like gamble on sports, but clearly doesn't really know a ton about football. That's a vibe that I got. A new friend. I was like, and we told him to bet on the Chiefs, and I was like, brother, that will be the game. And I say that because they would have won 17-16.
Yep.
And they did not.
Yep.
I almost did that. You can't. Yo, and we were the chop confirmed. We're doing the chop.
I wasn't doing it.
No.
Were you?
No. I'm saying we, meaning people do. But I almost
meaning white people.
I almost.
Yeah. I also saw a dude. You famously. I'm done.
Yeah.
You famously ate your own piss in a bathroom one time.
Oh yeah, the night
you passed out and your face splashed down in a pool of your own urine.
Yeah, I feel bad for new fans that have never heard the classic story of when my brother came out to me
and you ate piss.
And
you're bearing the lead here. You ate your own piss.
So you saw a guy. Did he? Wait.
So I'm pissing. I'm fucking whizzing away.
I feel like we just left so much of an. I didn't eat any piss. I was on the most marijuana that ever been consumed by a human being, and then my brother came out to me, and it was a beautiful moment. And I went to the bathroom.
Let's ruin it.
And I fainted while peeing.
And your jaw was sore.
And I woke up on the floor like a turtle on a shell.
Do you see any tendies down there you could eat?
And my jaw was sore because clearly I had fainted and collapsed at the urinal, and coming down I hit my jaw and CTE'd myself. Oh, by the way, do you want to share the fact to the audience that you believe you have CTE from being a kick returner in high school?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why your memory's bad?
So a kick returner got fucking blown up, and then we started talking. I was like, yeah, I think my memory's really bad because... So there's an article going around. I haven't read it because my brain doesn't work. I can't read.
You have CTE?
Where it's like high school football players actually have like crazy amounts of CTE. Like it starts really early. Yeah, and like Pop Warner, like children have CTE.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, it like starts like a lot earlier than people realize. But we were a small team, and we would play much bigger teams, teams that would
fuck y'all up.
When the game was over, get in the car with their children and drive home.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, I got it.
We were playing like,
bigger schools.
I got fucked up one time, and I like caught the ball, got destroyed. I just remember people going,
did you fumble or did you hang on
held
to
on.
it?
I just remember people going, ooh, and then I woke up in the huddle.
Damn.
So like I somehow got back on my feet, got to the huddle, but I like woke up and was like, what the? Yeah.
Your shit was rattled, bro.
So I think I have CTE, and then you like made a joke and was like, you don't care about my brain now? But another guy, I saw a fat old guy eat piss in the men's room.
Yeah, so sorry, let's get back on track. So what did he pull? Was it he hit a urinal?
So I'm fucking whizzing. Great beer, well, not great beer selection at the Raider Stadium. They had Estrella though.
Yeah, I was drinking Modelo's.
Yeah,
I thought it's better. Well, I mean the Estrella fucking plug. Like I've never seen Estrellas at a stadium.
They had tall boys.
Yeah, that's sick.
So I'm whizzing away, and there's this commotion behind me, and this fucking enormous fat dude had just fallen down. I know. By the way, these bathrooms are disgusting.
Yeah, it's a sporting event.
Like you're slipping and sliding through 65,000 men's piss.
It's a Rocky thing, slipping and sliding on semen. Anyway,
this guy is like face down, like a fucking bug that's on his back, except he's face down.
Okay, so the opposite.
And it's like, holy shit!
Kafka,
is this guy like
Kafka-esque?
Is this guy dying? Does this guy just have a heart attack? Did he bet too much money on one way or the other? Is he just like pissed about how bad that first half was?
You didn't see the big tree fall hard. You just saw the
I heard it, and then people were like trying to get him up, but he was like covered in like wet stuff, probably urine.
Oh, so he ate piss too.
Yeah, and like people were like trying to help him up, but he's like again like 400 pounds. Like, I don't know, just very straight. A lot of weird stuff going on in the bathrooms at that stadium.
Yeah. If it's like that for like also like while the Super Bowl in Vegas are awesome, if we were here, let's say we came back and someone was like, "Oh, you want to go to a fucking Las Vegas Raiders game?" I would probably be like, "Nah, I'm not."
I don't think it's that chaotic normally.
Yeah, no.
I can't imagine it's like that.
They have bad fans too, but I don't know what that situation is now that they moved. They relocated. Yeah. But anyway.
So the first good thing to really happen in the game-wise, besides it just being like a great atmosphere, was the fucking Usher halftime show.
Oh my God.
Which was great, but I think what you and I both had the same thought is like, yo, give a halftime show to Lil Jon.
Yeah, honestly, Atlanta.
Give a halftime show to Luda.
You know what they
Who's got a crazy catalog.
You know what they did with the West Coast rap halftime show?
Let's do Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. Just do Atlanta.
Yeah, well, next year's New Orleans. They should do like fucking like all those guys, all the Hot Boys.
Oh,
and shit.
fucking Cash Money
Cash
records.
Money.
So Manny Fresh type shit. Yeah, dude.
Juvenile.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully
Birdman,
Jay-Z can make that
Wayne.
happen. That's the best halftime show I've personally seen.
Live?
No, I think it's the best one in many years. I think
I don't think the reception was that great. I think the reception was kind of split.
Really?
On TV, yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I know it's split with a certain type of person because, I love to read my dad's texts on the show.
What did Michael say?
So William goes, guessing you're not a fan of the halftime show. Basically, the way that I read that is like, do you agree with me that it's not good? I'm like, I said, what are you talking about? It's amazing. I just don't think that a certain, like, Usher is for
the aunties
to geriatric millennials. And if you didn't grow up with Confessions or Love in This Club, Climax, whatever, like, you would not be familiar with anything that you're seeing. And even though this man is on roller skates, sliding through will.i.am's fucking legs, like, outside of the showmanship, like, I can see his catalog not landing with a certain type of person. Can I just say this? The fact that he has the Vegas residency, that man was built to do this halftime show because he's already doing the fucking medley with all the fucking pomp and circumstance fucking every weekend to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know who else like Christina Aguilera is in the Venetian. Like, maybe we start leaning on people that like do these Vegas shows because that's what the Super Bowl halftime is, regardless of what city it's in. It is a fucking Vegas show.
I have been seeing a lot of like kind of like us catching up on like the pop culture around the big game because we were just like there. I have been seeing a lot of clips of like, well, one, Alicia Keys did fucking her voice cracked.
Okay,
you did not notice that?
I mean, don't kill me, but like, I don't like Alicia Keys. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so. But did you? Whatever. Regardless, did you?
No.
Oh, well, the first thing she said, she was like, ah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So she sounded bad.
Just that one squeak.
But if there's one time that you're ever not going to squeak, it's the halftime.
And then there's all these other clips of like, I guess they're like Cirque du Soleil ass dancers, but like people like falling off their poles and shit.
That's pretty funny.
And like one guy like got fucking thrown up in the air like with a blanket, and he just like went that way and like landed on people. He didn't come back down on the blanket. So that's been something I've been enjoying watching. I mean, and also just a lot of unks and aunties reacting live to Usher. Like when he brings on, and they're just like getting up and dancing, like getting out of their fucking lazy boys and shit.
I've seen a lot of stuff with like him popping that fucking shirt off. Right. I know I got the fucking. That's where all the slipping was sliding from because the fucking whole stadium creamed themselves.
Well, yeah. Also, when he was popping and locking, I was like, did that just happen or is that the mushroom gummy that I took?
Yeah, right. And then he also does he's like the mic. He spins the mic on its base and then pop and locks around it. It's fucking sick. 2 points. One, fuck yes, that Lil Jon and Luda were there. One, I was so happy that Lil Jon got to just do Turn Down for What, like kind of on his own for like 10 seconds. That was fucking electric in the stadium. And then I would like to publicly congratulate my close personal celebrity friend, Ludacris.
Oh, your Instagram post, you're doing that now.
What people might not know is that when Ludacris did a versus against Nelly during the pandemic, right? Not that I don't like Nelly, but I was thinking about it. This is when versus was all people could talk about. There was nothing else going on. And I'm like, I feel like Luda is undervalued in this versus. And I got high and was just talking about Ludacris on Instagram stories. And he either saw it and fucked with it and was like, I'm going to follow this guy, or he saw it and hopefully fucked with it and slipped with the finger. Ludacris to this day follows 806 people on Instagram, one of which is Larry.
Nice.
So salute to fucking Luda. I mean, listen, dude, that song, obviously a big time pop radio hit, not to be like, you know, there's too cool for school people understand, and I don't want to be basic, but like that's a forever fucking jam.
Yeah.
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 All right. We got a lot more to get through.
Really?
We actually are coming up on some time constraints. I mean, the game was just incredible. Like that ending was fucking nuts. There's immediate fighting, like I mentioned, afterwards, because like Niners fans are fucking psychopaths and very angry and drunk and violent.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned that there was gonna be like, it felt like charged. The night felt charged.
Well,
walking back to, or like getting back to the hotel, it's like, yo, like what's gonna happen? A little menace in the air.
I wish we could have stayed for the ceremony, but we
Oh
all
fuck no, hell no.
no.
Bro, hell no.
I didn't know what.
See, you had eaten garbage, so you weren't hungry, but everyone else was starving. So it's like, yo, let's go
and half the
to
people
dinner.
were gonna miss their flights if they didn't bounce.
Yeah.
So I understand.
So a lot of people, and two of the biggest football fans in our group, they had to bounce and miss the GOAT Super Bowl ending.
Yeah,
ever.
that's a super bummer to have that flight, and like, you know, the game's gonna be long, but like to not get to see that ending.
Yeah.
Wow. Bad guys win.
Because of the OT, we missed our dinner res, but I hit the bat phone again. We went back to Momofuku. I was
Run it
able
back,
to
Turbo.
flex nuts
Run it back,
with
Jimbo.
the Nike execs.
Yeah,
which
you look good that
which
way,
felt
dude.
good,
Oh,
felt
for
nice,
sure, dude.
And everyone loved it because it's fucking fire. Shout out Josh. Shout out Anoop. Then night 3, where do we go? Circle Bar. What do we see?
Octagon Bar.
Sex workers.
Oh, what are we talking about here? That I believe that romance and love is real and that not all of life is transactional bullshit. And okay, maybe I just thought that those two dudes like handing off coke to those two very dolled up women were just a double date and not necessarily guys paying for sex and prying women with hard drugs.
Yeah. See, I believe in a little thing called capitalism, motherfucker.
Call me naive, dude.
That's what that is. So there are these two, okay. Years ago at the Circle Bar, I was chilling there with some of our former coworkers, and they were like, I don't know how it came up, but they're like, this is how to like spot a prostitute.
Okay.
If she's by herself or with one other woman and they're very overly done up, and especially in the Venetian, if they're kind of younger, because like we're not young, but we are younger. We are like 20 years younger than the average age of the people on the 4th Venetian.
Yeah.
So if they're in their like 20s to 40s and they're dolled up by themselves, just like on their phone, smoking, whatever, that is a prostitute.
Okay.
And so I say to you yesterday, there's 2 of them, and like, and I don't know how it comes up again. I wasn't just like, look, who was, but that's basically what happened. And these 2 men come up that are just dressed like bros, like in fucking like shitty like performance golf polos. And you're like, no, that's their boyfriends. Look, they're kissing. They're kissing.
I'm like, look, they're kissing. You're not allowed to do that normally. They're kissing. I did.
And I'm like, bro, don't be a fucking baby.
Listen, first of all,
look at those guys. Look at them. Look at the difference in just like the vibe.
Also, to be clear, we're not saying one way is bad or one way is better, right? Like, first of all, I respect a motherfucking professional regardless of what your occupation is, right?
For sure.
No, what was funny is that I was just so convinced that like you were wrong, but then as we're just people watching and watching the interactions develop and you see a very obvious drug handoff and then
okay, so the 2 guys go away. You're like, oh look, yeah, no, their boyfriends are just like getting the boyfriend's just hanging out while like the girlfriends are chilling at the bar. The guys come back, then the girls leave.
Yeah.
Maybe the girls leave first. I don't know. And you're like, oh no, the girls are just like they went to the bathroom. Like they're just talking. And I'm like, no, dude, you fucking
you
idiot.
imbecile.
And then the guy very clearly hands a bag to the woman who then leaves. And I'm like, look, they're prying them with coke.
Yeah.
And then going to do it in
Go
the
to
room.
Yeah.
And then come back.
See
Like,
you later.
Don't be silly.
Well, and I eventually knew what was going on, but then witnessing like another kiss happened, and I'm gonna demonstrate what it was because it was then I was dying laughing. But one of the guys clearly wants to kiss his girlfriend of the evening, or maybe girlfriend of the weekend, right? You know, who knows when they linked up. And
get yourself like, a nice little price break.
She's like, if this is the guy he's going, she's just like,
wow, clip that.
Don't clip that. But I was like, oh, okay, like. You don't kiss your girlfriend like that.
No.
Like
That's how you kiss your...
Excuse me, your girlfriend doesn't kiss you like that. It was painful.
That's how you kiss your sex worker.
If you're lucky.
So then we hit the fucking tables. Feeling good. This is actually a good night. We ended up up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think best night of table mates.
The chemistry at a table, especially roulette, is so crucial.
Yes. First table, German couple to my left.
Dude, they were absurd.
They were the most stereotypical, like, we are the Germans. We are here to have crazy sex with, I guess I'm doing French. We are here to have crazy sex with.
We are looking for a third.
Yeah. My friend, we like your vibe. We saw you from across the table. We like your vibe.
Yeah, they were. And they're just.
It didn't help.
They looked exactly like Germans, right? It was,
I mean, this guy looked like you, like in 40 years.
He had even better. If I like got a little more leady and it was fully gray, it was. They were awesome.
I was like, so are you here for the Super Bowl? He goes, no, I am here because I very much like this woman.
His wife?
Why do you say it like that?
Well, his English is a second language, presumably.
True, but also Germans all speak English. And it didn't help that I was like, oh, I only know one sentence in German. He's like, what is that? I don't know. I'm not giving him like a gay voice. He's just like, what is it?
Yeah.
And it's a fick dik in the achol. Which means fuck you in the ass.
Nice.
So that probably didn't help because then they're like, oh, would you like to have a gin and tonic?
Yeah.
It was bad. But they were good.
They were good. His wife was getting hot. Tailing her was good. But then the fucking whale of the whole fucking. This is a whale of a tale about tailing a whale, right?
Nice.
This Laotian fucking king, who unfortunately Niners fan, right? So he's not.
Everyone's a Niners fan.
Everyone's a Niners fan. So he's in good spirits despite the fucking brutal loss. And this man, bro. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. We learned the strategy from this other guy.
Yeah.
That honestly.
We didn't speak to him.
He didn't speak to anyone, but.
He was standing on business.
But dude, I mean, I don't know the terms, but the way that he plays, like, for example, when we inevitably gamble again tonight with our paltry winnings from just last night, even though we're still in the hole. I mean, what did you say? You're 15 in the hole?
I'm down 1,400 now.
I am down $1,600.
Yeah. This guy was doing a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We started mimicking it. It was working.
I'm doing it again tonight.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, this strategy, you're like chipping away. You're small incremental wins. It's small.
Yeah.
You're playing small ball.
Mm-hmm.
You're
the best hit is a 3-1.
You're Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, fucking, with the A's.
You can't,
You're Billy Bean and Fat Nerd.
You play the whole outside rows.
Yeah.
And then maybe you throw down a little color hedge.
Right.
But the most you can win is 3-1, so it's very slow.
Yeah. Started magicking him. He bounces, and the Laotian whale pulls up.
The Laotian whale came through.
And this guy's the man.
He's got vibes.
This guy's the fucking man. And again, everyone is like in their 50s or 60s. They're not cool. They're there to they're not there to fucking like be on Instagram. They're there to fucking play.
Yeah.
And fucking toss chips. So, I think at this point in our lives would rather be in that culture versus the, yo, what up?
Oh, yeah,
I'm fucking gambling. What's good? Look at my fucking sweat. Like,
nah, dude.
And it was so much fun. And the table mates are great. The Germans were going to leave, but they stayed because they're having we were having so much fun.
And what it's because when the table bets like as a unit, and
it's the best.
And everyone's tailing who's hot, and the vibes are up, and we're tipping the fucking dealer, and everything, and it's a family, if not but a fleeting moment, and unfortunately the Germans, which I wasn't so mad about getting rid of the Germans, they were kind of annoying. And then when the wife stopped winning, I was like, you're worthless now.
And you kept yelling, ride with the mob.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime someone tailed you or you would tail someone, you'd just go, ride with the mob. And then I would come with the hamdulillah.
Yeah. Ride with the mob was the motto last night for sure. But
and it worked.
Well,
it worked.
Until, yes, right. And we were up of the 3 nights, the most recent night we were up, I will say that the ride with the mob mentality is good when you have that tight-knit nuclear squad.
Yeah.
When the ride with the mob chant that echoes throughout the Venetian starts bringing in other people, like we had this weird like astrology crystals girly come in. And then she's talking about lucky numbers and star charts. Fucking vibe killer.
Destroyed.
We had a fake ass AJ Tracy and his cousin who was the cute cousin was guessing colors right until she wasn't. They kind of fucked it up, and then we lost.
He had main character energy, so it was like, yo,
fully
it's
main
like,
character energy,
bro,
yeah.
Mob energy. Mob.
Right. It's
we're not riding with you.
Right. We're riding
with the mob.
He was doing the thing that you were doing and then he would be leaving to go play blackjack. And I'm like, you were trying to lock in, bro.
Yeah. I guess I can see how that's...
ask the mob to stop so that you can get out of the ride.
I know.
And then have us pick you back up.
Yeah. Well, you and I think we, like, after 2 nights of utter fucking financial disaster and failure, we realized there is a time to leave. And I think, like, what I was doing is I would take my winnings, I would set them aside, be like,
Same.
I'm holding this.
Right.
I'm only playing with this.
Yeah.
Then maybe I take a little chippy
Little
out of
treat,
here,
yeah.
put it on the table.
We had like I was doing my thing where after every win, I'm like, I'm gonna pause. Let me do the math. Let me fucking count everything out. Literally, I'm going
so hard.
like an abacus, dude. And I'm like, all right, because I just need to, because you had to, because at one point you had
was
a
up big, yeah.
stack, and I'm like, see, if that's me, I know that feels good, but what am I actually working with here?
Right.
So Larry needs to do the math, but honestly,
because you don't know what you're betting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just throwing chips like you're fucking feeding the pigeons, right? Like you're just talking. You're like, 2 here, I'll do 1 there, I'll do 2 there. Like you don't know what you're doing. Not you. Like
no,
one doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Unless you're actually counting and keeping track, but
No,
we're
for
not
sure.
because we're dumb.
But this slow and steady strat, I mean, like depending on
good.
what the deal is with the rest of our day, and like if we can get out of here before this fucking snowstorm. If I find myself in the casino, even if I only have an hour or 2, like I'll win $100 and slow and steady and feel decent.
It's true. We might be stuck in Las Vegas forever. We live here now. But dinner's coming up. So we walk away, and you and I, at this point, it's a tradition. Hit the fucking food court. I'm going to Fat Burger.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I was gone at this point.
No, you got a piece of pizza.
But pizza is so fast.
Oh yeah, my shit took forever.
Yeah,
so I had another sex worker like experience.
Okay.
Where again, I think you did see her, and I was like, "Yo, Lawrence, like, sex pro or nah?"
No, because I think in the text you were just like you missed another.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see.
So there's a woman getting a burger. There's 2 like fratty white dudes, and there's an old black unk. That's like the crew kind of waiting for our food.
Sounds like a fucking fire roulette fucking mob, dude.
Me and the unk are for some reason sitting at the same table waiting for our food. I don't know why.
With all the other open tables, you just unked up with.
Maybe we're like tables next to each other.
Okay.
But so she goes over and she starts chatting up the fellas, the white boys, and they're like into it. And I think like maybe they knew what was going on, maybe they didn't. I don't know. They're fucked up. But me and the unk start like, yo, this unk was dying at my wordplay. I was like, yo, they ordered a burger, but they get in the buns, and he's dying laughing. And I was like, yo, she's talking to both of them. She wants extra pickle. He's like slapping the table.
You're just doing fat burger puns.
I'm doing burger puns.
Just doing burger puns about.
He's just slapping the table. I was like,
pussy.
I was like, yo, I hope they got the burgers with cheese. He's like, he's dying laughing, and I just get my burger and bounce. And that was the end of the night.
Wow, what an end to the night, dude. Yeah, shout out all the unks that fuck with the boys, man.
You
fuck with the wordplay.
You can confirm this. Black women love me.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about this on the show before. They do.
Just to confirm, just to set this up.
Yeah.
Black unks love me, bro. And I'd rather have the unk love.
Why?
Wait, no, never mind. No,
black women?
Cancel that. No. I want all love.
No, not even that. It's just like, you're talking about the most marginalized community, black women.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's show them love and let's get love back.
Yeah.
Dude.
Last thing. Shout out Marco.
Oh, right.
From the Wynn Hotel.
The most important.
We were able to look, Vegas, you can fucking eat good, and I think we've done well, and we're going to do even better tonight. We were able to hit the Wynn Hotel buffet, which was fire.
Bro.
Marco finessed us in. There was a crazy line to get in, which was that was wild to see. He ushered us right in, broke it down for us. Yeah, exactly. Told us what the hits are. We went international. I went Mexican. You went Chinese. Then I went crab and ham.
Then I got French onion soup and an omelet And
You got a French onion soup?
Yeah, they had like little single serving
fire.
ones. Then I got some potato gratin with truffle. I was all over the map. But if I see Chinese food,
Yeah.
it's a fucking wrap, dude.
Yeah, that was sick.
Shout out Marco. He hit us up when he heard that we were going, and he's like, "Yo, I'm not to toot my own horn, but the Win, where I fucking run shit. This buffet is lit.
Yeah.
And you can't go to Vegas without hitting a single buffet.
You got to hit the buff ski.
So you got if you're gonna hit one, hit the best. So shout out Marco. Go to the Win. If you see Marco, say what up. And if
That's
not,
a fellow
just
throw
fucking-
gang, bro.
Yeah.
Throw up the sign. Actual last thing.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Actual last thing. I got to pee too. I got woken up this morning at like 7 a.m. because my calf started cramping up from high performance gambling.
You're not the Budweiser hydration.
We've been going too hard at the tables, bro. I'm talking about fucking, stretching over to drop dice, scooping. What muscles are these?
I don't even know.
We got to stretch.
Dorsimus.
We got to stretch before we fucking,
Bro,
do this.
This is fucked. I think this is like literally, truly the only like concerted effort I've made to drink water in 72 hours.
Bad. Stay hydrated, kids, if you come to Vegas. All right.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on? Shout out Nike again for fucking setting up the ting.
I love this fucking city, dude. I can't believe I publicly have talked shit about Las Vegas on this podcast or made fun of people with gambling addictions.
How long do you think you can survive here?
Oh, final point, right? I can't stay another night. So what has that been? 3 nights? That's the max.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's been 3 nights. Which that's what people say. It's like 3 nights max.
And I think that's the way to do it. And then try to fucking stop yourself from, again, getting to the point in a hole where, you're fucking ruining other people's lives. That's a real problem. Please call a hotline.
We're definitely staying tonight. This snowstorm is going to fuck our shit up.
Don't fuck. I thought honestly though, ride with the mob.
All right. This has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters. Chef,
Bye, guys.
take us out.